Yeah. It's him. You're now tuned into the dopest. It's him. Wanna wait, drag, and stay in the latest fashion. You think it's a game till we start clashing. War zone where I'm from, bullets like magic. 2K on your head, that's a backseat. I could put a END to all you lanes, whether outside or in the crib. On the game, limit tech with the best system. PlayStation for the staycation, Nintendo Switch for your wisdom. A new level, whatever you want, you been on it. It's only one way to support it. Binge on it, never lag. Whip your ass with hella swag. Keep a cigar lit, I'm the victor with the class. You thinking you can toy with limit tech where you boys been? How you breaking your joystick? Who been feeding you poison? If you in your fort tonight, tune in to the Brooklyn night forecast and 108 Dragons.
Finish him.
We are back, man. Sorry for the delay. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. Y'all know I work today, man. We're doing a lot today. I'm doing a lot. Let me address my young gunner bold in the chat. First of all, let me tell you something real quick, young gunner. In the summertime, if you was here last year, you would know this. Your boy Lemon be helping out with basketball tournaments, running camps, and things of that nature. So sometimes people can't be doing podcasts all summer like I ain't got shit to do. I'm a very important person in my city. So with that being said, there's a lot of functions outside of YouTube that your boy Lemon does that he is relegated to do every single summer. My man Scrub, my man Blood, ain't that every summer we take time off because we be doing shit? My man is a rock star. We got a rock star in the building. And we also got a gothic porn star in the building. Shout out to Bloody Knuckles.
Bruh.
But with that being said, so when we don't have the Dragons in, trust me, I look forward to being with y'all each and every weekend, celebrating, talking gaming. Whenever I take time off and I say, damn, I can't, like next week I might not be able to do it. I got to do this basketball camp. Whenever I take time off and I say, damn, I can't, like next week I might not be able to do it. I got to do this basketball camp. Whenever I take time off and I say, damn, I can't, like next week I might not be able. Oh, we not doing that again. Oh, we not going to be doing that over there on Facebook. Might not be. Oh, we not doing that again.
Facebook getting you problems?
It keeps activating, it keeps unmuting itself. But anyway, every time I take time off to do a basketball tournament or do a camp or something, it's always something, man. And it's a lot when you work 160 hours, 170 hours every 2 weeks, and you got to squeeze everything into 2 days off. Because like today, I worked today, right? I did about 14 hours. And look where I'm at. I woke up, straight setting up to the podcast, and this is what we doing. So a lot of times I want to be here, and we want to be here. Like I said, my boy was traveling the country, taking lives as he's taking wives. Shout out to the rock star. With that being said, this man needs no introduction. He actually traveled with me to go see some video game things, act like he was a professional. He was a seasoned veteran. This dude needs no introduction. It's the nurse with the big purse, no Diddy.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
He's the one out here saving lives and taking wives. It's the superstar in the building. Don't let the smoothness fool you. Scrub Nuts. Yeah,
What's going on?
What up?
Yeah. Glad to be here. Glad to be back. Like I said, been running around. I think last week I was down in Houston, so glad to be back. Glad to see everybody in the chat. Feel free to hit that like button, share it out. Appreciate everybody who's watching wherever you're watching. Shout out to the replay gang. We got some good topics. To hit that like button, share it out. Appreciate everybody who's watching wherever you're watching. And shout out to the replay gang because I know we got some stuff to do later on tonight. But what was I been playing? Oh, I've been playing a little Call of Duty this last week. And a little bit of this, the beginning of this week. So if y'all want to check out, see what Scrub Nurse does, go check out my channel, Scrub Nurse Gaming. And I'm, especially when the new Call of Duty gets out, I'm going to be doing a lot more streaming for that. So let's get it.
All right, and this man needs no introduction. You know he's a porn star and Gothic kingpin. You know what I'm saying? He's the man with the boots, with the heels, with them Satan rings that's made of steel. Boss. This is my little brother from another mother. We are running right now. 8 years strong in friendship, putting in work in E3, PAX, you name it. We outside with it. Developer interviews, game reviews, game reveals. Let's start in the building. It's the Gothic Gamer, Mr. Bloody Knuckles. Minus Akumu, get better, feel better. Shout out to Akumu. What up, son? What's good?
Hey, just like you, bro. I'm on the road again. I'm working hard. I'm putting in hella hours right now. I was like, but just like everything we do, we always make time to game, and we always got time to show off our fame because we out here working, and always got time for a show because we love our community. We love what we do. More than anything, we want to bring you true news without the bullshit. So you already know.
Shout out to my God. Shout out to God. And first of all, chat, you already know what it is, man. Without y'all, there is definitely no us, man.
That's right.
Smash that like button. Share it out on your favorite social media platforms, and we gonna get it cracking. And I'm gonna be working on something. We gonna listen. You know what? Let me get this shit cracking right now because you know something. We gonna listen. You know what? Let me get this shit cracking right now because you know something. We gonna listen. This thing is giving me problems. Hold on, man. I'm just gonna shut it down. Bye. Sorry, Facebook. I don't know why it keeps unmuting itself, but I don't want to hear myself. But I want to get in. I want to talk about something after this topic, but this is what's crazy, man. Now, I take the Twitter and I talk about this business side of where these companies have to come from in terms of subscriptions, printing out discs, and digital. Now, got all these companies coming out here and they talking about, listen, the last 10 AAA games on PlayStation, didn't even sell over 100,000 copies of no title, right? And this is what I tell people. You may want to say physical, you may want to support the thing, you want to collect it, you want to feel it in your hands. But I'm going to say this for the record. You know, Xbox went down for 12 hours. It didn't affect everybody, but some people was affected. And the physical disc did not work. Square Enix has came out and showed that only 9% of their sales around the world have been digital. I mean physical, right? You got to look at the cost of manufacturing. You got to look at the cost of shipping. When you make a digital game and put it in the store, all that gets eliminated. All of it. And if your games ain't gonna work, if the internet not working, then what is the point? Is it a mental bragging thing to say, I have the disc? If your games ain't gonna work, if the internet not working, then what is the point? Is
Well,
it a
you gotta
mental
have to
bragging
be able
thing
to have
say, I
something on the
disc?
shelf.
If your games ain't gonna work, if the internet not working, then what is the point? Is
Well,
it
you
a
gotta
Oh, I fixed it.
Good deal.
I fixed it. I had to mute it in the app. I like that. Anyway.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, I did. I just hit mute on the Facebook. Now it's not popping up with sound. Thank you. But so, yo, I'm gonna go to you, bloody man. Subscription, digital. Then you got digital sales, and then you got physical. Square Enix clearly came out and said, listen, Crispy Bond was good. He said, listen, this is our numbers. And Square Enix is, if I'm not mistaken, one of the top publishers on the planet. Am I correct, bloody?
You are most certainly correct.
So how you feeling about that 9% of their sales? 9% of their sales are physical. Talk to me. How you feeling about that, and where should we go from there?
Here's the thing. I was like, the fact that this has only gone to show what Microsoft and Xbox and a few other companies had already saw coming back in 2013. They saw that digital was going to be the way of the future. Back in 2013, everyone laughed at them. But then again, physical was still the priority at that time. You're talking at least 85 to 90% sales were physical, with maybe 10 to 15% being digital. We saw that flip over the course of that entire generation in the span of about 7 years. By the time 2020 came around and the next generation was starting at the end of the Xbox One and PS4 era, they had already seen that of my majority, at least over 70 to 80% of their sales was digital. This has only gone to show that digital is and will always be the priority because that's where the biggest sales are. But the fact that they're still physical goes to show that there is still a dedicated fan base out there that wants physical. Whether that's just a disc that has the license key, right? Dedicated fan base. A company out there that wants looking at a way to say, hey, we can whether that's just a disc that has the license physical key, right? Digital, right? So that way you can have a digital license key by having a physical disc. But there's also people like us who will spend $250 or more on collector's editions. Why do you think that more and more companies, Square Enix being one of them, along with others, have their own dedicated storefronts to support merchandise for those physical collectibles, for what they're, for all their IPs, their properties, or whenever they're doing special editions for upcoming games? That's where they're putting it. But it's something that's still small, but something that they're wanting to do for the fact that there is still a want for it. It's just not a high demand. And I think that's what people need to understand. I completely support those who are still protesting all that stuff about it, right? But physical is not there. But it doesn't mean that it shouldn't be supported for the people who do want it. That's the big thing. But we also need to understand that there needs to be a fix on prices. We need to stop having digital prices be the same as physical when there's no cost of manufacturing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Scrub, talk to me, man. This is a very big topic. People are in their feelings about this, but talk to me.
Yeah.
How you feeling about this?
Well, I'm just saying we're just part of the generation that had that. Most books now are electronic on Amazon or whatever. Most people have them on Kindles or whatever other place you're looking on. Have it on your iPads, your tablets, different things of this nature. Most of the people who want the physical page turner, they use it to put the book on the shelf to show I have this book. I have this physical book to show you the stuff that I like to do. Um, it's the same thing when we used to have vinyl records. Vinyl records, that was the way to
Like
go.
to do.
That's the best sound and quality music.
It's the same
And
thing when
stuff
we used to
started
have
moving to
vinyl
CDs
records.
very
Vinyl
quickly.
records, that was the way to
cassette
go.
tapes, CDs, and then quickly to digital. But your vinyl records are your best sound. But here's the thing: to the people who want to say, "I still want that physical copy," you're going to have to prepare yourself to spend a lot more money. Because the thing is, to spend that money to keep having physical when there's not many physical sales being done, like you said, plus the manufacturing, the shipping, all of that stuff, the space that is sitting on store shelves for the stuff that's not bought. Hello, Walmart, um, $5 bin and all that
Like
good
to
stuff.
do.
You're gonna have to spend more money.
It's the same
Now,
thing.
if you want your favorite vinyl of your favorite artist, whether it's an old album or a brand new album, you're spending 40 and $50 on a lot of those albums now if you want it there. So if for the folks who say I gotta have physical, I want to have physical, I would, like Bloody said, I would like it to be available for the folks who want that, but just be prepared. You're going to spend more money on it because the media and the market is moving away from it, unfortunately. They said the audio's a little bit off. First they said it with Bloody and then I guess with me speaking. So I can't tell y'all. If y'all don't tell us what y'all hearing, we might be able to fix it, might not. Sorry about that.
Wait a minute. I'm picking up. Say something again.
Something again.
Yeah, it's echoing. Hold on, man. Let me see if I can fix this because this is crazy. Be good.
It is what it is. We're gonna try to get it up for y'all.
Go ahead and say something.
Something. So folks in the chat,
Why is
y'all
hold on? Y'all voices is coming through twice. Lemon is low. No, I could fix my I wanna know why. Hold on, man.
do you
Broadcast.
still have your YouTube
Mm-mm,
unmuted?
mm-mm.
Uh,
Y'all coming through one microphone. My mic and the headset at the same time.
uh,
Just give
well,
me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Hold on, let me figure this out.
oh, I'm botting. I sound like a Decepticon. That's what they
Yeah,
said.
it's coming through two. It's coming through two.
On Hey Lord Megatron.
Hold on. Let me get this right. Microphone, roadcaster, video as
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Okay, say something.
Transformers,
Wanna
robots
be
in
saying
disguise.
Okay.
something,
Something,
gotta be
something.
saying
All right, it's
something.
done. It's done.
Transformers,
All
robots
right,
Wanna
good
be
deal,
saying
good deal.
something,
Something,
gotta be
something.
All
saying
right, it's
something.
done. It's
So,
done.
everybody in the chat, why don't y'all
Alright,
put
good
down
deal,
in
good
the
deal.
chat? What do y'all
Gotta be
prefer? Do
saying
y'all
something.
prefer digital,
So,
physical,
everybody in
or
the
you
chat,
don't
why
care?
don't y'all
Let
put-
us know down below.
Good shit.
All right, it should be. That should be fine, people. I don't know what the hell this thing.
Transformers,
Can you stop that?
robots in disguise.
Shit.
All right, everything should be good now. When
All right.
I don't know why they was talking coming through my mic. I don't even know what that was about. But anyway, man. Yeah. So let's keep it. Hold on. Let's keep it cracking. Thanks for the help, chat. Thank you. Don't ask me. Every week it's the same damn stuff, and sometimes with Windows and computers and software, shit just go crazy. Stanley is in the building, so I see Cyber Gunner, Crispy, Isaac Hayes, Bold, Alphawood, Big B, Jago, Music, Sinners. Good to have everybody here. Fastback is in the building. Of course, you're always welcome here, bro. Cyber Gunner's in the building. Bold, Alpha Wolf. I seen Rebecca with the good hair. Shout out to Rebecca with the good hair in the building. Who I miss? Isaac Hayes, of course, it's a pleasure. Music is in the building. Cheetah's in the building. Yeah, man, good to have y'all. Hopefully the sound just stay normal. I don't know. Yo, like I said, every week it's some BS. But listen, I want to pull up something that's crazy. And I wanna share this with y'all because y'all really know I don't be rocking with these dudes.
The one thing that I want,
right? I don't be rocking with these dudes. And what's crazy as these dudes, when PlayStation do some shit that's crazy, they never talk about it. Now, you know, I will directly address the bullshit from the so-called gaming media, the mainstream media. So now I want to bring this up real quick, and I want people to look at this on the screen. And you know, Colin Moriarty is a goddamn pony, which is okay if you support PlayStation. It is perfectly fine to support your brand. It is perfectly fine. But I want y'all to hear what your brand. Finally, that this dude is coming clean. Finally. But I want y'all to hear. So check this out. Finally,
wanted to say though,
this dude is coming clean. Finally. But I want
and I've been trying to articulate this, and I talked a little bit about this, I think, on the stream, but wanted to say if I had more time and inclination, I would even make a video about this. And I've been trying to articulate this, and I talked a little bit about this, I think this is the outcry, right, about not only the discs, but about PlayStation generally over the last few years.
Now, what he's talking about here is the realization that Sony is not the same, and they basically don't give a damn. But it's finally this fuckboy is talking the truth. Just listen.
Years, because I've been on record as saying that I believe that there is something really weird going on. Like there's something weird in the ether. Something doesn't feel right. Right? Like it doesn't. There's something weird about PlayStation right now. And whether it matters or not, whether it tracks for the market or not is a totally different story or a different series of stories. But what I think I've come to realize is we are seeing the outburst, reasonably so, of a group of people on a console and in a console space that are starting to realize that it's no longer about them. And I was saying recently that I said it on social, I think actually, that I kind of already realized this intuitively in the early to mid PS4 generation, when you started to see like what was doing well and how things were going and how things were selling and how people were spending their time. And I remember being blown away over and over and over again during that era, and even in the early Sacred Symbols era, where we would discover like, how much are they selling these things on Fortnite for? What? Like, you know, Madden Ultimate Team cards make what? Like, and you start kind of internalizing this idea. It's like, this can't possibly be true and it be about me anymore. And I think that people have gone along reasonably so under the idea that, oh no, no matter what kind of casual play goes on this console, it really runs through us. And we kind of determine the direction of things. And I'm like, I don't think so. And I think they're telling you that. And that's a tough fucking pill to swallow, because I understand that a lot of us were there since the beginning, and people like us are the ones that constructed this place.
You muted.
Now, I want to stop right there. This is what's crazy. Let me turn my mic up so y'all can hear me a little bit better. But I want to say this for the record. This dude has completely bashed Xbox this whole generation. You should burn up and go away. You should stop selling games. Y'all should just pack it in, sell Xbox. And from what this dude is saying, you need to pack Sony up. You need to pack Sony up. Now, what's crazy about this whole conversation, and we're going to continue it, is he's finally realizing, fuck out of here. That's what he's realizing. That's what Sony's telling him. This is the biggest pony on the planet. Now, he's cool with several of my friends, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because it's dudes like this that promote negativity in gaming, promote the platform that they support, and now you having a crash out. These two other dudes are just sitting there like, we didn't expect this shit. But check this out. Just listen to where he takes this.
But they don't really care. And so we either, and you can't. This is why when people were upset when I tweeted this last week, but it's true. It's like when they're talking about exclusive games and how important they are, I'm like, don't you see the inverse relationship between exclusivity and money made? It might not be causal, but it exists. In other words, like, our behavior doesn't move the fucking needle. All of this shit does. They're making more and more and more and more and more money, releasing fewer and fewer and fewer first-party games, many of which don't even sell, like Saros.
Now, this is out the motherfucking horse's mouth. And we gonna talk about another game that didn't do shit that they bragging about. That they take to Twitter and disrespect you as a gamer, whether you like the game or not. These are the same dudes that everybody's following. And now look, they butthurt. He butthurt. He's saying to them, y'all not even buying the shit they put out first party. They're making more money. And you gotta eat it. This is coming from one of the biggest supporters of PlayStation. I saw this video and said, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Which was played by a virtually irrelevant number of people. When you consider they have 125 or 130 million monthly active users and 500,000 people played it. And then what you walk away from that is that your behavior matters. Like,
right, yeah.
And I describe it as a level of myopia. It's not an attack. It's not an insult. It sucks for me too. If PlayStation was what I wanted it to be, it wouldn't look like this. Does this make any sense to you guys? I really think that there's something here about the PlayStation audience coming to a realization about itself. That, by the way, the Nintendo audience had to come to, they had their come to Jesus moment in the Wii U era. It's like, actually, this is all that exists of you right now. You know, you're not as big as you think. There needs to be way more of you. And I think Sony looks at it that way, and certainly Xbox with their ambitions to reach 1 billion players and shit like that. Like, they.
Let me ask you a question. You see, this is the bullshit. Yo, shout out to the chat, man. Y'all been absolutely motherfucking killing me. Let me say this for the record. So now, you don't want to just say Sony's reaching a reckoning. Yo, shout out to Mav in the chat. You don't want to say Sony's just reaching a reckoning. All of a sudden, you dragging the Nintendo fans. Nintendo ain't got no fucking problem selling first party. You're a liar. Don't mind your business when it comes to Nintendo. Stick to PlayStation. The console where the blue balls is on your chin, so where's the penis? This is what you do. Don't pull a Nintendo. Nintendo release a first-party game. People in the chat, people on the panel, do they got a problem selling first-party on Nintendo systems? Hell to the no!
I think we've discussed this at length. Which publisher has the highest attach rate for their first party?
Nintendo.
Exactly. I was like, so.
So what is he talking about? He just trying to tack on a little bit. Oh, but Nintendo got this problem. No, they don't.
Nah, he's trying to come to the terms, but he's not. He wants to make sure that the people who are watching aren't just going to walk away from him, because there's going to be a lot of people who don't want to listen to this. Because here's the thing.
He mad.
We've said it on this show too as well. A lot of the changes that are happening in this industry is because we at our age are not the target audience. And for somebody who is a quote unquote insider and gets more information, it's two things are happening. You are just blind to everything that happens, and you don't understand what happens, or you blatantly see what's going on and choose not to talk about it, choose not to bring it up, choose not to confront it. Because there's no way you've been an insider and been in the gaming industry and helping make games and doing other things like that and not notice this.
Let's finish this up. Go ahead, hold on. Let's finish this up, buddy.
Yeah.
It's not I hate to say it. It's just an observation. It's not an endorsement.
Yeah, it's not a pleasurable thing to acknowledge or to showcase.
Now we're gonna cut it right there. Of course it's not pleasurable, because this is the platform You lick they balls all day.
Bruh.
And now, you want to acknowledge it. And now you want to acknowledge the problem. When the problem's been there this whole generation, and all you did was bash Xbox and everybody else, when the problem has been there, when are you going to have some integrity and speak real shit? Instead of promoting the narrative that everybody know you be lying. But people go out there and support him. Let me go to my boy Isaac Hayes. Shout out to Isaac Hayes, man. Oh, man, what the hell's going on with my thing? Shout out to Isaac Hayes with the 2 jewels. Shout out to Isaac Hayes with the 2 jewels. Let's give him the nice lady with that thank you. You already know what to do. Shout out to Isaac Hayes, man. It's my guy, man. But look.
And
this,
also,
he
Bold
also-
Alpha Wolf became a 108 Silver Dragon member, so we appreciate that, Bold Alpha.
Shout out to Bold
And
Alpha
not only that, again, shout out to Isaac Hayes again for a $2 super holla.
You
Saying
can't
shout
do
out to the
that.
chat, shout out to the panel. I was like, more than anything, shout out to you, my guy, for your continued support. Thank you so much, Isaac.
100%,
listen.
100%.
Anybody want a puppy? I got 2 little black bastards. I'm telling you, boy, you got to stop messing with my feet. To them pull out the wire, my monitor, the screen cut off. Stop it! They best, man. But listen, man, I want to say this, man. I want to say this, and I don't care who don't like it. We promote we promote facts. You heard it out the horse's mouth. Everything that he's saying about PlayStation, finally, he's been bashing everybody else about. They don't care if you buy first party anymore. They would like it, but they're making money off third party. You going out here, August 23rd, 350,000 people signed this protest to no diss, no buy. They got 95 million consoles sold. 95 million. 95 million. You're not even the tip of the iceberg. You're not even the tip. You know why? Because nobody is, listen, I buy digital. I don't have to get up off my couch and switch to the thousands of games I got. I could just click a button. The only thing I get up to do, I have a huge movie collection, and I change the disc. But I'm also playing on a $16,000 home theater system with a collection that's out of this world. That's worth the getting up. Not no $70 video game that I could game share with my best friend, my daughter's godfather, like the rest of us do, right? You can't game share physical media. If you're not game sharing in 2026, you jerking yourself. You save money, especially when you got somebody who buy games like you buy. You're splitting basically the bill in half. Watch the series was good. I see you in the building. Jago, I see you in the building. But I just wanted to finally say to Colin, welcome to fucking reality. And welcome to finally telling the truth and not giving your opinion on some bullshit that didn't make no sense. They act like, oh, Sony's perfect. Sony's not perfect. Sony is so far from perfect, it's ridiculous. Sony's so far from perfect that every game on your goddamn system that you worship is third party. That's what they play over there, Maddens. The number one played game on that console will be GTA on everything, but on that console will be GTA. It will be the new Madden that's dropped. It will be the new college football that dropped. Your first party on PlayStation is pathetic. And with that being said, why this thing keep switching? I'm going to kill this dog. Boy, oh, you better get your ass on here. I'm going to say, So, with that being said, we're going to move into another topic.
Before we go on, I was like, I got to say this.
Go ahead, buddy.
I was like, Colin, you're not getting a pass from me. I was like, because for once, you're not talking bullshit. You're talking facts. But the thing is, you stated, oh, it's more than about time. But I'm going to call you out on the fact that you've been spilling this bullshit for the better part of a decade. You state, oh, I've noticed this since the PS4 era. Okay, so you've noticed this for what, almost 15 years, and you're just now wanting to acknowledge, oh, maybe they're not focused on me anymore. No, they haven't been focused on you for 15 years, but you want to peddle lies and bullshit to everyone saying, oh, they're the best. They'll appreciate you more than this company or that company. They have not cared. Look at how many first-party games they put out in the PS4 generation that you so lovingly note that you've been aware of to this generation. And we're what, 6, almost 7 years in, about the same time frame, and we're less than half. Hell, we're less than a quarter of the number of games that they released then.
Facts.
So no, I was like, you finally waking up and saying, oh, you know what? It's time I speak this. No, you've been aware. Since you claim to be an insider and have all this information, you've been more than aware. It's just at the point that you're finally getting called out on your nonsense, and that it has no choice but to affect you now. That's
Facts. Well, listen, we gonna keep it pushing, man. And you know, we about to bring up yo, hold on, man. This is crazy. Okay. Community games of the week, community standouts. But I'm looking for the goddamn thing on my thing, and I can't find it. I don't know where is that. Lemon. Nope. Community standouts. Yeah, I don't know what's going on today. I don't know. Flag gonna play. I'm telling you, when
might come back later. But
listen, we about to go to community standouts. I can't find the pop-up, Scrub. Maybe I'm looking at it. I don't know, but I don't see it. But anyway, listen, community standouts. Now, let's get to this real quick. This is a segment of the show which I would like to show y'all the thing I worked on and made, but I can't find it. But listen, this is a segment of the show that we bring out things in the community. Now, I always show 1 or 2 videos, maybe 3. We got 3 good videos today. One is completely hilarious, and one is just a video of my man's Master Chief done in real life. My man has built a goddamn warthog, and he's driving around this backyard, and you cannot tell me this is not lifelike. I was very, very, very impressed with my Halo fans out there. Shout out to my man. Colin is a guy that criticized Xbox. Yeah, talk that shit. My man Mav is in the building. That's my guy right there. You talking about a real one? I rocks with Mav. Shout out to Mav and the Fun Speculation team over there. Shout out to the awesome man out of Texas. You heard? Shout out to my man.
That's my brother right there.
Shout out to my
Southern boy.
Shout out to my man. That's right. That's right. Why So Serious. That was an amazing feat. That was an amazing community thing. But I want to show y'all something crazy. Now, you know your boy Lemon always got some wild shit to show you. I want y'all to pay attention to this video that I'm about to show you, man. Shout out to dropping babies on their heads. No pun intended. But check this out and tell me what y'all think about this. This shit is crazy. And me and Scrub has ran into people in Call of Duty who shoot just like this. I call this, don't drop your baby on his head.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
This is all.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Fit the screen. Let me fit this to the screen. Let me transform and fit this to the screen. Oh, Lord. This is crazy work. That's crazy work, Scrub. Look, baby, crazy, baby.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
When I saw this video, Scrub, it said 18 years later. He's 18. He can't hit shit. Brain scrambled. Yo, whoever did this on the internet, man, I swear to God. Y'all gotta stop.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
You know the worst part about this is that not only could he not hit shit, he couldn't hit the giant floating billboard of bright ass colors that was the body. That was like, I'm right here. I was like, when you say can't hit the broadside of a barn, this is what to talk about, because he's all the way somehow in Mexico, missing everything out there.
Yeah, that was crazy work. Now, I want to go to this other video that was shared to me. You know, we be on the internet. You know, I be cracking jokes. You know, I be popping mad shit. I be beefing. I be just having a good time with it. But when you a racist, when you're a racist, and you one of those characters out of goddamn South Park, and you online calling people the N-word, talking about Jewish people, Spanish people, and you living like Porky the Pig.
Oh God. I know what you about to say.
These are the dudes that's in these video game scenarios talking to you like they gangster. Now this was crazy. I want y'all to get a load of my man, Jabba the Slut.
I'm taking
I'm breaking your phone.
I dare
this
you
dude's
come near me,
house.
I'll beat the fuck out of you as big as you are.
I'm on call with
Look at this
Dad.
dude. This is his
Go
sister.
ahead. Good. You
Putting
put your
him on
hands
Front
me.
Street.
Mom's
Racist
definitely
pig.
gonna
And
see it. She
by
don't
the way,
know.
got an Xbox
She don't
Series
know how
X
bad
right
this
there
is.
with the Starfield rap.
This is a 25-year-old man. Look at
Embarrassing.
this.
Splendiferous was good.
25.
Broken.
No,
Look
it
at
ain't.
this
I
dude.
guarantee you don't touch it.
Look at this
That's
guy.
Baba.
You're just-
Look, yo,
That is.
I am.
yo,
I
this
am.
dude has made Oscar Madison.
This is a
Oh, look like
25-year-old
the
man.
James.
Out of my
This
road.
is crazy. But
25.
these are the dudes. Hold on, let's go back. I want to bring that
I'm
up
taking
again.
it.
These
I
are the
dare you
dudes
come near me, I'll
that's
beat the
dropping
fuck out of you as big
N-bombs
as
in
you are.
I'm on
Call
call
of
with
Duty
Dad.
lobbies.
Go ahead. Good.
Look at
you
this
put your
dude.
hands on me.
Get out of my road.
Mom's
Hey, yo, what
definitely
the
gonna see it. She don't
Yo,
know.
look at this
She
dude.
don't know how bad this
Get out of
is.
my road.
What? Yo, listen. What? Yo,
This
look.
is a
What are we
25-year-old
doing?
Out of
man.
my road.
Look at
You
this.
posted
His
up
sister
there.
said, if you put your
25.
hands on me,
No,
I'm
it
gonna
ain't. I
beat
guarantee you
your
don't touch it.
ass.
Here,
Bruh,
put-
no,
I gotta
here's,
put
hang
this
on.
down.
No,
Get out of
no.
my room.
Yes.
Bro,
Yes,
you know
it's
the no, you know the worst part about this
25-year-old
shit though
man.
is that as someone who
25.
as someone who actively streams and is involved in the streamer community and stuff, right?
Yo.
I was like, this room reminds me of another racist and an asshole. As like, I don't know if anyone knows who Asmongold is. I was
I
like,
knew
but
that's
his
what you was about to say.
Yep,
Yeah,
because his room. I was like, his room is just like that. I was like, they call him the Roach King for a reason because
He
that
had a
motherfucker
cockroach
has.
crawling across his shirt and he didn't even know it.
I know, dude. I was like, the fact that there are actual people who live like this shit is like the most disgusting thing to me.
This is
Yo,
my
listen,
gaming
listen.
room.
Let me hit the title of
And no
this.
trash
this
back
segment.
here.
Let me hit the title of
Community
It's called Community Standards.
Standards.
I did this beautiful arcade for y'all, and I was looking right at it. I forgot what symbol I put on it. Brand new, you know that was a flag on the play. There's no way. First of all, this dude had like 12 sets of ribs.
Bruh.
Talking crazy.
That was
That's
fat
what I said.
rolls. That wasn't ribs. That was fat rolls.
Yo, listen.
Yeah, that was.
Yo, listen, shout out to my boy Eternal. Yo, listen. First of all, I can't stand a racist person from any attitude,
Background or
level
race.
of anything, man. I ain't with it, man. But these are the dudes, and I hope y'all enjoyed that segment of community standouts. But this is the shit that I be talking about. You be talking crazy behind these microphones. You be talking crazy, and you living like trash. I only seen shit like that in South Park. I'm telling you, I've never seen no shit like that in real life. That was crazy work.
Clean up on aisle 6. Clean up aisle 6.
That's facts.
No, that's not even a cleanup on aisle 6. That's aisle 6, 7, 8.
Yo.
The meat market.
No, that is hazmat
Yo,
situation.
that's crazy
That's
work,
a
man.
CDC. Come on.
Now I want to talk about something else that's been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now I'm a Gears dude. Man. But this, we saw it in a great demonstration of Xbox community, which is a hardcore, driven, dedicated community. And don't get it twisted. We do not have the casuals. The Xbox platform is a dedicated 40 million people hardcore, mostly hardcore, dominated by hardcore. Nintendo is
There are
dominated.
casuals.
No.
just not a lot.
Right. They are casuals, but not like on PlayStation. It's mostly Nintendo fans. It's hardcore. I'm a Nintendo fan. The Nintendo fans buy hardcore over there.
I
But
just might give me a Switch too.
I think when it comes to Nintendo fans, it's that Nintendo fans
I
are
gotta switch too,
PlayStation
but
Xbox fans.
if I had to do it all over again, but I'm gonna say this, man. So we seen Forza 6 do an amazing amount of numbers without PlayStation. Right? This shows you the PC market is deep. We gonna get to a game after this, but we're gonna talk about that E-Day. Number one, played game online right now. Top 10 on Steam store. Millions of people are playing it on Xbox platforms. It runs great on the handhelds. Not like fucking Halo, which is horrible. People say, oh, it's Unreal 5. No, it's not, because Gears runs fine. Anyway, they're coming up short. Facts, Talos. But I'm going to say this, man. If we keep up this momentum, we got mostly out the 40 million people, we probably got 30 million hardcore. If that 30 million support Game Pass, if they support the game purchases, they don't have to put games everywhere else. And I ain't talking about every single game. They also made purchases of companies who had games everywhere. We're not talking about those. We're talking about the in-house development studio games. They ain't gonna need another platform because PlayStation got 95 million motherfuckers and they're struggling to sell first party. So if the 40 million people, let's say 10 million people buy first party, that's all you need. Because there ain't no first parties hitting 10 million day one or in the first 2-3 months. Now, I'm gonna go to you, Bloody. Gears popping crazy. Another open beta this week. Thousands upon thousands are playing Gears of War E-Day. Now, we know Gears was a hardcore community, as my boy Scrub alluded to while he was talking about, I might not be going back right now. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect to my boy Scrub. He definitely a Call of Duty killer, but Gears is a different.
No. Hang on.
Gears is different.
He's a hardcore boy, but that's a little hardcore for his hardcore.
But let me get to this super chat real quick. Shout out to my boy Spend Difference with the $2 holla. He says, I've been said it was time for 343 to lose Halo. Whoa.
It is now called Halo Studios.
They gave us the best looking Halo in the series with Halo 4. They gave us an awesome experience with Halo 5. Halo Infinite multiplayer is top notch, even though they need to continue more content and campaign. Let's not discredit them, right? And I'm going to tell you why we're not going to discredit them, because shout out to that super chat from my brother, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mr. Splendiferous. But I'm going to say this for the record. Let me just say this for the record. Let's not disrespect them, because the Master Chief Collection came out messed up. That's when Microsoft was finding their way with this backwards compatibility, bringing things forward, saving the games, preserving games. They've been doing a lot. Nobody had a problem with Halo, right? Multiplayer came out, didn't have a lot of content because they were stretched too thin. But let's not get crazy here. Halo 4, Halo 5, Firefight, the ultimate horde mode. Come on, let's not violate them. Everybody don't have hitters. At least they not canceling AAA bangers. They doing all right, but sometimes you have a hiccup. But let's not disrespect their work. People loving that Combat Evolve.
I'm just saying, at least they haven't hired a whole other studio and team to cancel half of their projects. I'm just saying.
But let's keep it pushing, man. Let's go to Scrubby Dub, the drum master.
I thought you were going to me first.
No. I'm gonna go to Scrub. Because I went to you first like twice. Talk to me, man. How you feeling about that E-Day?
Well, right now, just the loading screen and everything, you can hear the sound with the music. The sound quality is amazing. The visuals for it looks great. The gameplay is fluid and smooth. with the different. I need to jump on horde mode. I just jumped in, and because I've been gone and I didn't get a chance to play the first time, so this will be the first time this weekend I'll be able to play.
Your horde mode is tough. The missions and all that. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
it's tough.
But
tough.
I'm interested in
Hold
it.
on,
mode
let him
is
finish.
so good.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Oh yeah. It looks like that's right up my alley. The 4v4 modes and stuff. I was telling Lemon and and Bloody, I'm gonna have to work on changing some settings and figure out some stuff because I got my head busted in. It was not good. But I did get a curb stomp, so I was like, well, at least I'll take that. I got me a curb stomp. But yeah,
You gotta play with a team, son. You gotta play with a team.
You gotta play with a team. It's tactical. It's
I haven't
tactical,
played with none of my friends yet. None of them.
but me either. But it's also a beta, so the sweatiest of the sweaties. My first match as a level 1, I was playing against 3 level 50s, bouncing off the walls and everything, and just with shotties. So it is what it is. So I didn't get too mad at it, but it's just one of those things. But no, I can't wait to it. Me and Gears, I'm always about the campaign first, and then I have fun multiplayer later. I tell folks all the time.
All right, Isaac, I see you. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm here Call of Duty, then I'm here Halo as far as skill, and then when I get to Gears, I'm about right here. So it takes me a while to get back in the groove, get back used to things, but I think it's going to be great. Like I said, just the parts that I've seen so far, it's just been fantastic. I've been playing with some settings on my PC, and it looks great, runs great, getting about 90 FPS at 1440, and I'm loving it. So I can't wait. Maybe I'll get a chance to play with some of you all, but definitely gonna have to get some in before the beta goes out.
Tomorrow, let's get it done.
Yeah,
Right.
let's go.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Because October is a long ways away.
Shit.
I know that fact.
When you're waiting
All right.
for a game.
Let me get to the super chat before we go to Bloody on this topic. Shout out to Bloody in the building. Shout out to Splendiferous. Shout out to Splendiferous, man. Whoa, wrong one. Shout out to Splendiferous in the building. He gives the $5 holla. He says, we need to wait for PlayStation to shut Bungie to reunite Halo. First of all, let me give him that thank you from my beautiful thank you, lady. As P. Lim said, the titty lady. He said, they are shadows of themselves. I love Halo, but they need help, brother. Okay, let me say this for the record, Mr. Splendiferous. Because they're gonna need some fairy dust. Fuck Bungie.
Mm-hmm.
They had their chances, and they have messed up and left wherever they're at a piece of ruin and 2 different companies and on their own. You got to remember, they went to PlayStation because they messed up trying to be on their own.
Hold on, let me do this again. Fuck Bungie. And I'm gonna tell you why. They went over there to Activision, correct? Correct, Bloody? Activision?
Yep, they did.
Uh-huh.
They did. They signed. They signed. They signed. They sold with Activision. Yep. No, I was just saying.
You left Microsoft because they said no. Okay, Microsoft did mess up and should have took Destiny as a exclusive. Yes, Microsoft messed up. And it's not. I want you to listen to me, Big B. Let's talk facts here. You're looking at Bungie and the history of making Halo. That's what you're looking at. They did a great job. But if you notice, they took a private deal. They took an Activision deal before they got to Sony, and they have been a troubled studio ever since. They have been a troubled studio. Everywhere they go, they have tainted gaming. Tainted it. Right? They went to Sony. Sony need that multiplayer experience to get their games as a service off the floor. Listen to me, chat. These are facts.
Only because Call of Duty was going to Microsoft.
Yeah, true
Activision.
indeed. But I'm gonna say
That's
this.
the only reason
I'm gonna
why.
say this also. I'm going to say this. No matter what they did, look at the big picture. Look what they did. They went to Sony and fucking canceled that Spider-Man game.
The multiplayer one, yep.
They
and factions.
Hold on. They canceled every games as a service, but the shit they put out. Nobody want Marathon. Nobody wants Marathon. Nobody. They was like a fucking Trojan horse. You would think Microsoft lined their ass up and gave them the Troy treatment. What happened? You think Microsoft want them back? Remember, they went to Phil 5 years ago. Oh, we like to return. Phil said, nah, I'll pass.
And it's not the same team either.
It damn sure ain't. Most of the people from
Stayed.
Bungie is in 343. Put some respect on their name. This is what I was
most
telling
of
you.
them,
They only
most
over
of them
there by
that
name.
left, most of them left because they didn't want to do Halo. They wanted to do Destiny.
Now,
So most of the Halo folks stayed.
Let me get to this Chris Jones. Shout out to you, man. He said, I got to switch too. Let's give him the titty lady. He said, I got to switch too. Finally this morning. Well, welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. And I might drop my code in there so we could team up and play. Appreciate you, my God. But let's not ask for shit because of name. Because you're looking at Bungie as the name. Most of Bungie is in 343. See how that worked? That's a fact. But then in the same breath, you said we need to take it away from them. No, that's really the Halo team, 343, which is Halo Studios right now. That's the original team. 90% of them is from Halo. Bungie can kick rocks. You can keep your name and your canceling ass services over there. Facts. But listen, let's go to Bloody with this E-Day. And the success of the beta has been outstanding. Talk to me. How you feeling? Have you played it and how you feeling?
Of course I've played it, and I'm not surprised because every time Gears has put out a beta, it always does well. Yes. Anytime there's a major multiplayer beta that's on Xbox, it does well. At least over here, because there's a group of players and a community that's, used to playing together, unlike another platform and community that we're not going to name. But I wasn't surprised because we saw the reaction live on how people were looking when we saw that breakdown of the Gears showcase, showing off multiplayer and Horde and getting the earliest look of everything. I had no doubt in my heart of hearts that this game was not going to do well, especially for a beta. I was like, we always see that the beta is always going to be the smallest part. Because here's the thing, this is a multiplayer beta. So this is going to be focused on the people who would be wanting to play Horde mode and multiplayer and versus. I was like, we are a hardcore that play both. I was like, I love Horde mode more than versus, but I get down, right? The thing is that this is just going to be a fraction of the numbers of people who are actually going to jump into it when the game actually launches. Right. And that's also not accounting for the fact of the number of people that are going to be playing it just like Scrubs for the campaign. Because campaign has always been one of the strongest points of this entire franchise. I was like, I easily see that these numbers are a good indication of the potential for what we're going to see. I was like, but we're easily going to see these numbers double, triple, maybe even quadruple. I was like, who knows? I was like, probably higher once you get the casuals in there or the people who are campaign focused. And then maybe the people who are just like, hey, I didn't jump into the beta because I missed it because I wasn't free those weekends, right? Now I can actually play Horde mode or more. I was like, so the numbers that we're seeing right now, it just goes to show early on that this game is absolutely going to be bombastic and big, but it's Gears. Has there ever been doubt about any Gears title ever?
No.
Exactly. The only one that I would
folks talked about 5.
Well, people that talked about 5 really ain't Gears people.
Yeah. I was like, they were mainly complaining about
social media idiots than
Yeah,
the community.
it's true.
And Gears 5 had one of the best multiplayers.
Yeah,
had some
well,
of the
I
best
just
co-op.
didn't
co-op.
want to
I was
like,
overlook with the story with Kate and all that stuff. There
yeah,
were
and
complaints
that
about that.
I was
I
like
mean, yeah,
that,
but
that
it definitely
that's
you
people-
find out who the locust was and where they came from. Nobody knew where
Yeah.
they came
Oh,
from
yeah.
until 5.
Yeah.
So
But-
it's a
but
progression of
they-
the story. It wasn't like they rebooted the shit. That's
Right.
what
That
people-
multiplayer
I'm-
was
I'm-
fire.
No.
They were
hold on.
complaining because they didn't like the fact that Kate became the main protagonist over JD.
But
because
this,
it
but
wasn't
this,
Marcus.
but hold on. Let me say this too. Hold on. Let's retract. Let's back this up. A lot of the old heads complained because they wanted to see the old people. Remember that?
That's the
Yeah.
only thing I'm a hate about E-Day is one of my characters ain't gonna be in it.
You like Bear, don't you?
No, I was gonna say I'm talking about Coltrane.
Okay, I was about to say
Yeah.
you sound like you would be a Baird fan. I was like,
No, I'm Dom. That was the first video game where, I mean, I'm not spoiling anything, but when what happened to Dom, and I was like, oh man, that's when it
if you
really
haven't
hit me
played
in the
5
heart.
by now,
I was
you
like,
shouldn't
bro,
even be.
I was like,
you shouldn't even be talking about Gears. Word.
here's the thing. Here's the thing,
Yeah.
Scrubs. No, you are not alone in that. I was like, Dom's story broke everybody. I was
Yeah,
like, it don't
yeah.
matter who you are, what you are. If you're I don't have no emotions. No, Dom's story broke even the hardest of hard.
I said,
I
who
was like-
cutting onions in here? What's going on?
Yeah. No, but the thing is that Gears has always been successful. There's only two
Yes.
games that I would say that Gears has been a little bit touchy for certain people, and that I would say Gears Judgment, because some people had mixed feelings on that one,
Yes,
since it was so
yes.
different. And then the other one was Gears Tactics, because while it had some very cool mechanics, it was a tactics-based game aimed more to people who were into like XCOM and stuff like that. But outside of those two games, every other Gears game has never been, there's never been a doubt in my mind. And I thought Gears Tactics was dope as hell with them introducing that,
Dope,
hey, every
dope.
weapon, you can customize every weapon however you want to. I thought that was such a cool mechanic that they should do that in other games, at least in like not multiplayer, like horde mode and stuff like that. Or I was like, I thought that was a cool mechanic. But outside of that, like I said, Tactics and Judgment are the only two that you could say are a little bit iffy. But even then,
no, they're
I
not
was like,
iffy.
no,
You're not doing
hang
that.
on.
No, they're not.
No. You didn't hear the rest of my point. I was like,
I did hear it.
I was like, the fact is that because those aren't the ones that appeal to the overall Gears heads. There's specific, especially
You wanna hear this?
Tactics
You wanna
being
hear
more
this?
tactic. But the fact is that I liked it doesn't mean that the overall fandom is gonna like it.
You want to hear this?
I was like,
I was playing Gears Tactics today on my handheld.
yeah. And
It's a 3-quarter top down tactic game. That's a generation
Yes.
that most people don't play anyway. That's what that was
Exact.
about. But the game
And
is fire.
and that's
The
what.
game is fire.
Yes, that's Scrubs. Is that not what I said?
That's exactly what he said.
I don't care. He ain't saying it evident enough. I need you to be blatant about this shit.
I
And let
was
me-
blatant
no,
about it.
I want to know. I need you to be blatant. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about why. Let me tell you why Judgment is one of my favorites. I'm gonna tell you why. Because that
Oh
was
my
the
God.
only one that had free for all.
I'm not. I don't
No, I
doubt
ain't talking
that.
about you.
And
I'm
not
talking
saying.
about in general. This is not about bloody. I said the reason Judgment was the shit because they had free for all. You didn't always have to team up. They never had that in Gears, and they didn't bring that shit back. I want a selfish mode.
They did bring it back, but it was special modes at times. not an in-game mode.
I want just like in Call of Duty. I don't play it all the time, but sometimes I want to be me versus everybody. And Judgment did that, and I was laying the smack down. That's why that's one of my favorites.
I get that, but I'm just saying is that they were, again, Lemon. I was like, they were iffy and weaker within their series. Just like we've talked about how Halo has a weak game within Halo, but it's still better than anything else that compares to Halo.
Yeah, listen.
Gears has only a weak game within itself, but there is no game series that is comparable to Gears.
That's
what I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about, bloody. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I should have heard from you. Because you only can compare Gears to itself. There's no other game better than Gears.
And that's why I said
You only can
Judgment
compare
and
Halo to
Tactics
Halo.
are the
You
only.
can't pick a game and say oh, this game is better than Halo. No, it's not. No, it's
Exactly. But that's why I said that only tactics and judgment are the only ones that could be considered iffy because they didn't appeal to
Watch
the
it. No,
bigger.
listen.
No, to the
Listen.
bigger Gears
Nah,
community.
nah, fuck
But they're
you. You
still
about to get
great.
kicked.
I
it again.
fucking
Say it
love
again.
tactics.
Say iffy again. Say iffy one more time. One more time. I'm gonna kick
Iffy. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Iffy nothing. I stand by what I said. Is like Gears has never had a doubt in my mind or the wider community whenever a brand new game comes out that's not going to do great, especially when they put out a multiplayer beta like this one. Thank you, Meet the Cheater. He said
Everybody
iffy.
put iffy in the chat.
Iffy's in the chat, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm about to be iffy the fuck out of here. Y'all keep it up. Listen, man, but we got to keep it pushing, man. We got to keep it pushing, man. Now, talking about games being iffy, ooh, when I posted those numbers last week, Marvel Token Fighters, dude said I was crazy on PC. I pulled him up again. I am a fan of Marvel. I wanted this game to be amazing. Illustrations, artwork, supers, you name it. Awesome. But the fucking fighting and how you counter stuff is not. It's a button smasher. Every major hit button has an ultra combo on it, built in. No thinking. I told everybody last week. People said, oh, Lemon, you bugging. I went on Iron Lords. Listen, this game is a problem. They said Lemon was crazy. Am I a gamer or I'm a promoter of bullshit? I think I'm a gamer. I think I play all fighting games. I think I support all fighting games. I'm a fighting game connoisseur. What I'm not is doing, I'm not an ass kisser. The game is beautiful. Never disrespected the animation. Never disrespected the story, the way they telling it. None of that. I said, when you got an auto combo on low, you got an auto combo on medium that turns into supers, you got an auto combo on fierce that turns into supers that you can't counter. We have a problem. Imagine somebody doing an ultra on you in Killer Instinct and you can't do shit about it. It's automatic. You would be mad. Invincible versus. The more skillful guys, no matter if they got the auto combo on just one button, the low button, you can counter it. You can call in a counter. Besides the game running like dog shit on PC, it has other problems. This is what I was saying before it dropped. Dudes hit me on Twitter, you're a fucking hater. Why? I could afford it. People usually hate when they can't get shit. Why would I hate on a game I want to win?
And you played the beta.
Multiple times.
And like you said before, like we said last time, is that it's ArcSys. ArcSys is skilled when it comes to fighting games and has always beautiful animations and characters. Why would we want to hate on a team that has had great success in the past if it isn't deserved? That's the problem. This is deserved.
You see, this is what's wrong with this community. Let me get this shit off the screen. This is what's wrong with this community. You want to hear positive about something you like just because. I'm never going to do that. I've been saying this for months. Months. Now this game came out. You got people on Twitter, oh, it's exclusive. Oh, it's exclusive. We only got it over here. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I got a PS5 too. You ain't saying shit to me. I said I'm gonna wait for a sale. I bragged about this game on everything it does well, but I said the main thing you were there for a fighting game is fucking fighting. Yeah, it's flashy. It's super flashy. You could buy a Bentley with no engine and don't drive shit. But my car looked nice. Come on, what are we doing here? So now, let's get to the nitty gritty. People, it sold 480,000 units. Let me repeat that. 480,000 units. Y'all got 95 million consoles out there.
Hey, that's better than some of the first party games. I mean,
it's better than Cyros. Oh, my bad.
Oh, I was about to bring that up.
It did better than Concord and Marathon. Well, not Marathon.
Bro, yo,
but hold on, let me
anything
finish.
is better than Concord.
That's more than the game of the year.
Let me finish. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. I just like to be the dude that said, "I told you so." Cause you know what, your boy Lemon is Petty Murphy of the first kind. And when I told you this game was slacking and lacking, people want to kiss ass and tell me I'm crazy. Why am I crazy and you lying? You promoted stuff, you bragged about something, and now the numbers speak for themselves. Oh shit! Where y'all at? What happened? PlayStation Nation? Where's those purchases? That is 480,000 units across 2 major platforms. 2. Oh, PlayStation got 95 million. PC got 300 million. Where them sales at? Now people went from playing 25,000 the first day to 6 to 7 to 8 the next. What happened? And you know the initial sales and word of mouth is how it gets started, how it sells. If it started off like that, where the fuck we gonna be by the end of the year? 1 million? Scrub, talk to me, Scrub, talk to me. How you feeling about this first party Tokon fighters?
Well, I mean, is it first party?
Yeah, well, they pay for it. Like Street Fighter 5.
Yeah. So it's not first party, but yeah, you help pay for it to be done. So I guess I guess you can call it that, but that's what makes it worse if you want to call it a first party, because that's what makes it worse. Like you said, the game looks beautiful. Some of the moves and their Marvel characters, so it's gonna bring in people. But to the fact that the sales that you have and the monthly active users and daily active users, that's really what's going to hit, because these games are not set up for how many sales do I have over the next month. It's good that you have those sales just lead you into microtransactions after that. Such and such Spider-Man got a new suit, it's for this many coins, or if you don't have this many coins, it's $15.99. So these kind of games are made to make money on the back end. So yeah, you do have to get those sales, but if you have a hardcore audience that's going to play, you can still make tons of money on it. The thing is, the numbers have dropped very low, and those are numbers on Steam, because most consoles, they don't throw their numbers up unless they're trying to brag. So you're not going to get how many PlayStation sales, like really. You're going to get guesses on it, but you're not going to get a hard.
Yeah, they threw them together. Which is still a terrible look. And let me shout out to Monkey Rob in the chat. Shout out to Monkey Rob. In the chat.
But are we going to be surprised or whatever it is? Because what have the last like 5 first party games on PlayStation have been? Anybody?
I'm waiting for the crickets to start talking.
Anybody? I'm just saying.
Listen.
So it is what it is. It is what it is. I hate it because it's a Marvel property. I love Marvel, but even me on a fighting game, look, well, here's one thing. I'm not going to spend $900 on a PlayStation to play this game. So you're going to have some people do that. The fact that it's on PC, I'm pretty sure you got more players on PC playing this game. So just like some of the other games that come out, PC is going to hold this game up. And once PC players stop playing this game, that's where it gets scary. But these games
already stopped.
Yeah, these games are set up for microtransactions, and if nobody's playing your game, you can't make money on the back end.
Oh shit! Yeah, shout out to the chat. Y'all been absolutely amazing. It's good to see y'all good people in here, man. Shout out to my little brother Monkey Rob, man. I'll see you at the Game Awards if you pulling up. I think you pulling up. I think I saw you on your channel say you pulling up. He has this wonderful dude. He has a great twin. He's a great gamer. He traveled for this shit, and he do more content than most of these fake ass couch potato people. And shout out to my man Tarzan Supreme over there. Oh, that's my little brother. You already know what it is. That's my brother. That's my brother.
Remember,
that's my
we're
brother.
calling them armchair analysts. That's what these
Oh,
dudes
okay. I
do.
like that.
Mom
Yo, what's
business.
good? We got to get in some Battlefield. Red Sack. You need better teammates. Your teammates suck.
Oh, I did see some of them videos. Yeah, on Twitch.
Your teammates fucking suck. My
Your boy
dude.
got left by himself.
Yeah. They on some flat leaving shit. They ain't shit. Yo, smash that like button. Talk my man on fire right there. My man is on fire. Live supremacy, man. Hit that like and subscribe. Listen, man. Oh, my brother's in the building. We gonna play some theme music. We gotta do the P-Lump, y'all. This the P-Lump. And I don't give a fuck what he say. And I'ma do shit. You get the titty lady P-Lump. That's my little brother. Woo! Shout out to P-Lump with $10 holler. He said, let's go, stop everything. Play my damn theme song. We outside, bitches. And fuck all the haters. You ain't like us. Shout out to all the bots. It's my brother right there. Shout out to P-Lump, man. He the only person got his own theme song on my channel. That is crazy. I don't even got a theme song on my own channel. It's crazy. Shout out to P-Lump, man.
Oh, but what I will say, the contrast with this token, when we look at Gears of War numbers, for this beta, didn't you have to pre-order the game? Or
The
at
first
least
one.
buy
The first one.
I know, for the first week. So we had phenomenal numbers there. So that is folks who spent money.
You had Game Pass. See my man Game Pass on the screen.
But I'm just saying, folks spent that much money. So that's already showing you that folks are willing and ready to play this game, even though it's on Game Pass.
Yo, listen, I got that collector's edition we will be unboxing. But listen, Bloody, talk to me about Token Fighters. You was done, Scrub? We got broke up from the club dance. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Shout out to my boy P-Lump, man.
Here's the thing. It all comes down to the fact of that this is going to come back and bite PlayStation in the ass because it was another poor financial decision.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the game is not optimized or made the way that we would expect it to be from a team with the pedigree that is Arxis. It's awful. I was like, the fact is that the numbers on PC already show that they don't care about it. And if PC ain't supporting it, then the console ain't going to support it because the console is always a fraction of what PC is. I was like, sure, PlayStation may be the quote unquote fighting game console, right? But that's because of the fact that a lot of fighting games put themselves on that platform specifically, but then expand later on. We've seen it with most of Arxis' games and other fighting games that have made their way over to Xbox. But the fact is that if this game is already this low, we're possibly going to be on the fact of the Concord version in the FGC.
Ooh.
And that's exactly what this is going to be.
Shit. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. We got to keep it going, man, because, I got shit to do. I want to say something, and it's going to be one of them lemon rants. I want to say something. I support a lot of people in this community. Some people got 5 people watching. I'm number 5. And what's crazy is don't look at the numbers of the channel. Look at the body of work, including myself. I travel. I fly around this planet. I do this video game shit on a different level. I am a video game journalist. Period. My past don't say guess. My past don't say, what the regular pastors say, because I don't even know what the fuck they say. My shit says content creator. My shit says media. I get special access. And yes, I'm fucking capping on your ass. I'm capping. And stick with me, people. I do the same shit that all these YouTubers that be getting these special VIPs, I do that work. I'm in the right circles. I'm surrounded by the right people and good people at that. But this is what pisses me off about these fucking couch sack people that put a microphone in their face with a camera. Because you sit in your house and you got people following you, that don't make you a journalist. That just makes you a motherfucker with an opinion. When you go out there and you insult people that actually leave their houses, that actually put stamps on their passports, that actually go out there and know developers, that actually get kids in schools paid to play video games, that open programs with Denzel Washington's, that do all the movie previews and interviews with different individuals on a high level, to doing Fightland opening night with 50 Cent. How dare anyone disrespect Hip Hop Gamer? 99% of the people you follow on YouTube don't even have his clout. My brother is one of the most humblest dudes on this planet. He will help anybody, no matter the platform you support. I will not allow anybody I support, anybody I rock with, disrespect my little brother on no level. And I'm talking about I'll put hands and feet on you for this dude, because I know this dude going on 17, 18 years before YouTube. It's been my brother. But I'm getting tired of you fucking couch potatoes in your house running your fucking mouths about something you couldn't even do 90% of the shit he do. I'll give you an example. Right now there's a baby shower downstairs in my club, right? My homegirl had a pop-up shop named Francesca. She know I know a million people in New York City, which I have connects everywhere. Shout out to my man Shoo Shoo, Shannon Briggs, and Zab Judah with the parade for my little homie Shoo Shoo, Mr. Bruce Carrington, the boxer. Only person wasn't there was Tyson, because he was doing something else. But let me say this for the record. Let me say that was today. Let me say something for the record though. She came to me and said, "Yo, Lemon, I need your help, bro." I said, "What happened, Francesca?" This is at a pop-up shop downstairs in my spot. I said, "What happened?" She said, "Yo, I was talking to this dude named, he had a big chain on, he's a video game guy, and I needed some book bags, and he looked at me like I was crazy," right? I said, "Oh, you mean Hip Hop Gamer?" Mind you, she don't know I know this dude. She just talking how she didn't get something out of him. Shout out to Eastside Vandal in the building. But I'm gonna say this for the record. I said, "Oh, my dude is good." She was like, "Oh, but he worked for Hot 97. I see him all over billboards in 42nd Street." I said, "But he don't know you. Everybody's always asking him for something." I said, "But I know you. I know you got a good heart, great intention. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reach out to my little brother right now." She said, "What? You know him like that?" I said, "He's my little brother, right? I got you." Explained the situation to my brother. The next week, he had Hot 97, the biggest radio station in United States for hip hop and R&B. He had them out there giving away book bags, pencils, pens, papers, everything you could imagine for these kids to go back to school. Because that's the type of dude he is. That's the type of connects he got. So when I see some fucking YouTuber disrespecting his name, talking crazy, I have a fucking problem. He helped more people in a month than you do in your life. We not doing that. I don't care if he support PlayStation. He's hyped for every game. He's enthusiastic about every game. Because I'm going to tell you something about you fucking couch potatoes. You don't know Ed Boon. You don't know Phil Spencer. You don't know nobody. You just another motherfucker with a camera and a mic in your face. You're not special. You got some followers. I respect that. don't ever put yourself in the category of what this man has been doing in this industry since it started, or since his YouTube been cracking. He's been there. He helps people. He's genuine. Unlike you and y'all, he don't do it for money. He gets flown out. He gets rooms booked. He gets special VIP. He gets exclusive fucking interviews. Who are you to disrespect this man? Who? Oh, because you're a fucking X-bot? Or you're a pony? You think because you have people listening, you got a right to talk about somebody? You don't have a right to down anybody of his level because this dude is outside. And if he's seen you struggling with your channel, he'll talk to you. He'll try to help you. He sat there for an hour talking to Ham Solo. Never met the dude. Met him because of me. Talking to Ham Solo, giving him the game on how to progress his channel, how to be a better content creator. And if you need my help, I got you. That's the opening to who he is. He's like that with everybody. So I will never let none of you sucker-ass content creators disrespect my boy. Because if you want to pull up, you should pull up. You should act like you that type of dude or female. Let's see what happens. But y'all crazy for going to Twitter, calling people names, frauds. Most of you motherfuckers on YouTube to try to earn money. Most of you is here to try to be famous. My dude is already there. Shit, I'm famous in my city. I don't need YouTube for fucking money.
Facts. I know personally.
I don't even understand how y'all come off and think because you got an opinion it's valid. I didn't disrespect Colin. I said what he said and I said what he do. As a person, listen, my boy Cognito's his boy. He went to his wedding. I didn't say he's an asshole, he's a bitch ass motherfucker. I'm not going out of pocket. I just said what you promote and what you say, it's not it. But see, that's what's wrong with y'all. You fucking couch potatoes talk real crazy until you gotta pay the consequence, somebody slapping your head off. I'm not taking no disrespect. You don't gotta like me. You could leave. I don't give a fuck. You cannot stay, whatever. But that shit is crazy what y'all be doing on Twitter. Calling my boy a fraud because he's supporting GTA? Who the fuck ain't supporting GTA? Didn't they make $3.8 billion before the game dropped? Oh, he talk about it, it's a problem. Man, go fuck yourself.
3.8 billion? I was like, nah, they've made more than that over the past 15 years.
We're gonna talk about it later, Fuzzy, man, but I'm telling you, I took to the streets and I'm telling you. And I'm gonna say this for the record. I'm a real dude. I almost got into it with G-Unit over my dude. He'll tell you, Lemon is real. We talking about real street shit. Y'all keep talking on the internet. Y'all really be doing a lot of shit, talking crazy. And I love Lloyd Banks. I'm a 50 Cent dude. But we almost clashed because I was defending my brother. You better be careful who the fuck you playing with in these streets. Y'all be talking too much. And y'all talk disrespectfully. And I've met 99% of you motherfuckers on the internet. And you are not like that. The shit y'all be talking, you're not like that. Stop. Let's stop. Let's stop. Let's stop. Y'all doing too much. They're not built like that. I can see you not agreeing with somebody's opinion, but you be trying to go out here assassinating people's character, and who the fuck are you? Who gives you the authority to be so aggressive? When you don't know shit and you in your living room, if Twitter didn't post the news, you wouldn't know shit. Nobody picking up the phone call, calling you. Nobody emailing you. Yo, come fly out. Do this. If Twitter don't post it, your content is trash. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, panel. But I had to say that.
Nah.
I really had to say that, bro. That shit was crazy the other day.
Don't apologize, because I may not know him as long as you have, but I've known hip hop for several years now because of you. And hip hop has been nothing but an outstanding dude.
Facts.
Because he's passionate about what he talks about. He's passionate about what he does. He took gaming to a news station, I was like, and has put it on a map that most people would ignore, I was like, he's out at every major event that you could think of. He's always there. He puts in work to give back to the community. He's
That's right.
known, not just the fact that he gets seen. He's known by these celebrities. They recognize him. They know what he does. They always ask for him and all this stuff. If you see any of his interviews, he has a relationship with half of these dudes.
More than half.
I was like, all of them respect him. They like him. They love doing stuff with him.
Yep.
I was like, and you're not wrong about the kind of ways that he gives back. I remember one time when I had questions about for myself and for Kumu, and I called him up. I was like, and I have his personal number. And me and him were talking. I was like, hey, I want your advice on what I can do for this and what she can do for this. Me and him sat on the phone for 2.5 hours, and he was at an event. And he's like, I got some time. Me and him were talking for 2.5 hours on the phone, and he said, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this, start doing this, have her do this. I want to see her do this. He's like, and if she needs anything, have her call me. This is the kind of man who will give his time, things that he charges people, right? He's gotten paid by people to do this. For people like us, for friends, he goes out of his way to do it for free because
20,
he wants to
30
see
racks,
people.
20, 30 racks. The boy be getting
an hour.
Listen,
an hour.
You better watch who y'all talking to. You better fucking know who you fucking with, because I'm telling you, let me tell you something quick. One of my homeboys from my job, senior dude, just retired, man, right? Conrad McQueen. His son is in the school for video gaming. Right? He came on my show. He was nervous. I said, yo, I got you, nephew. Don't worry, I got you. And I picked up the phone. I called hip hop. I said, yo, I need you to mentor this young boy. His pops is like, is a dude I respect. He like my uncle. And he about to come on my show. And I want you to talk to him about the gaming future and your background, bloody. I said, I want you to talk to him about, his future. Yo, he came on the show. He listening to the young developer, right? Because I mentor people all the time. That's what I was telling my boy Bold. I do a lot of things outside of YouTube that I give back to my community. But with that being said, he's on an episode with me. Hip hop comes in here and give this motherfucker the blueprint. Not only did he give him the blueprint on how to be successful as a developer, he's talking to the community like y'all listening to. So you could take the same notes and win if that's what you wanted to do. He did that live. He took over the show and just did what he had to do, giving the young junior the information. And for somebody to disrespect somebody like that, you can go fuck yourself.
Like I said, this is a man who can easily, who has too, is that the advice that he gives, he charges people who come to him and be like, hey, you know what? I want to learn. I was like, this man takes time out of his day, especially for family. And I was like, and I'm glad I can call him family, that he was willing to give that much time to me and to Akumu to say, hey, I want better for y'all. I want to see y'all succeed. I want to see y'all thrive. He's like, this is what I think. I was like, the fact is that he's willing to go that far out of his way.
All the time.
And he's gone
humble.
I was like, the fact that he goes so far out of the way for his community, for kids, right? He wants to see the next generation, the future, succeed.
That's right.
I was like, anyone who's willing to disrespect someone like that can go and kick rocks straight to the bottom of the ocean. I'm talking a good old-fashioned pair of cement shoes, if you know what I'm saying.
That's a fact. And I just if you go to my Twitter feed, you'll see my response to the individual. And I support them. But I gotta back off because I wear my emotions on my sleeve. If you fuck with Bloody, you're gonna have a problem. I'm telling you now, you're gonna have a problem. I'm not having it. So that's the type of defender I am. But I just wanted to bring that out there because I was really pissed off this week and I held tight to that. But listen, man, shout out to the chat. Y'all been awesome. I see 49 people in here. Smash that like button, man. That helps greatly, greatly. But y'all can go to my Twitter feed if you follow me on Twitter, man. Let me drop my Twitter handle up there real quick. It's at 108_DragonTV. That's my new handle. Yeah, that's my new handle because my last account got hacked and then they posted some negative Elon Musk shit and then they banned my account for what the hacker did. Don't even know why. But listen, man, we gonna keep it pushing. I want to talk about this Elite Series 3. And let me just say this, right? Let me go here. Hold on. This one? This is the Elite Series 3 controller. It's been leaked officially leaked. But I'm gonna say this for the record, people. It has built-in cloud connectivity, right? I don't like what I saw. Has a removable battery. They talking about 20 hours of life, maybe 25. This is rumored. Has a screen on top. I'ma tell you. Has a nice new oval case. Interchangeable D-pads. You know the usual. The sticks at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Scrub, man. I'm gonna tell you this. I've went through so many Elite Series 2s. I think they're built like dog shit.
I have several I've played with, several that will not see the light of day
Yeah,
because
like
they're
my Halo
collector
one.
items.
Yeah,
My
right.
Halo, my Call of Duty one, but yeah, I do not like what I see at all, and I will refuse to believe this is the controller until I see a commercial.
I'm gonna say this, Scrub. It looked like they took away buttons on the face.
It looks cheap as hell.
Yes, and I know
One
it could
thing.
be a prototype.
It could be it could be a prototype, and that's what I'm gonna keep it as, because this can't be the final. Another thing I do not like about it: throw the paddles away. There's no use for the paddles. Folks go, well, I don't like having paddles, so it gives me a chance to not having.
I use the paddles.
Why are you getting
I use
elite?
paddles. I use Speedo.
But I'm just saying, why are you getting an elite controller if you don't want to play with the paddles? Just get you a nice. You can get some. This is the way to go when you want to use buttons. Quit using these almost every controller, third-party controller, even this Steam controller has buttons. There's buttons, because you know what happens when you have those doggone paddles on there, when you're playing sometimes with them, they come off right in the middle of a game. All it takes is your fingernail to catch it the wrong way or something else, and they come loose, and then you got to put them back on. I don't see there's a need for it. Every third party, nobody uses paddles anymore. Everybody goes to buttons. It makes the thing right now. The only reason to get an Elite Series controller, 1, 2, right now, nobody gets one, but the 2 is because you want an Xbox controller, because all the specificities that they have to make it cool. Oh, they got the quick click triggers. All third-party controllers are starting to use that now. Oh, well, they got the weight and this and that. All those third-party controllers have that. They have the way you can map it. They have where you can make presets. All of them have that. There's no reason, because they have TMR sticks. You got Hall effect sticks. Elite controllers still don't even have Hall effect sticks.
Whoa. Hold on. The Elite Series 2 is older. We got to see if this one got it. Because remember, the Elite Series is like over 7 years, 8 years now.
That's what I'm saying. Until I see an official commercial or official release for it, this doesn't mean anything to me right now. It's non-existent. It's just a picture.
Right.
So I'm just saying, there's so many controllers for $250. There's so many controllers nowadays that you can get, has all that stuff and more for less amount of money. So until they show me something that has caught up with what technology is today, there is no reason to get back then when the Elite controllers first came out. Phenomenal. But what's the best aftermarket?
The bumpers bust.
Yes. Yeah. Fuzzy, the best aftermarket pro controller is the one that fits best in your hand and you can use it.
I'm gonna say this. Let me answer him real quick with that. GameShare.
The Pro is nice.
No. I have 2 of them. I have the Wu Chang, and then I got the black and red, which is the same one.
I got the G8.
I'm gonna tell you what's the problem with that. The fucking D-pad is terrible. That's number
Correct.
one. Number two, in Battlefield, when you put the hairpin triggers on, it shoots one bullet, waits a couple seconds, and then it goes fully automatic. This is why I like first party only. Third party, even with Scuff. You had Scuffs that didn't even work with fucking Forza. I didn't even get that. But they also program these controllers a certain way to respond. So they don't work with everything. If you want an end all be all controller, you always go with first party, including with PlayStation, always. Because there's always some type of kickback. Games here, their fucking analog sticks is amazing, but that D-pad it works, but it feels like dog shit.
These are my two favorite controllers that I use, and I say favorite loosely with this one.
Bullshit ass Steam controller the fuck out of here.
but I have
Hey, if this doesn't prove that Scrubs is an absolute PC only guy, I was like, I don't know what because he loves stroking that Steam controller. He's like, this one's the good. This is the best one you can get right here.
No, that's not my best.
Shout out to my godparents. He was like, yo, the Steam
You keep
good.
putting it on camera, it is.
Steam ain't never made a good controller. I don't give a fuck about them paddles that
but
you
you
can.
see this?
It has a mouse. Man, get the fuck out of here.
This Scuff controller, especially if you got PC, you can bind stuff to it. So I can say record this, record that just by pressing the button, which you can do with other controllers. The sticks are better. The triggers are shorter than the ones on the Xbox. You can get like this Scuff controller. It's an Xbox Elite, but better, and it's lighter and it's cheaper. It has everything that the Elite controller has and better because they have Hall effect sticks and TMR sticks. I like to show it because some people say, hey, I want off center. Some say I like the
PlayStation layout.
The PlayStation layout, the Scuff version. There are a lot of controllers out there. Games here make some. They have cheaper versions that have.
If they want that,
I'm gonna tell you right now, music. I'm not buying no more Games here controllers. I'm not.
If they want
with
offset
certain games.
Yeah, and it didn't. I didn't use that long. I had the G7 Pro, and then I moved on to other controllers. But there are so many things you can get right now. Look at specifications. Go to wherever you go. I know you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook or whatever, and you get all these different companies sending you stuff, commercials. Just go look at what works for you. What do you want in a controller? You might say, I only do racing games, so there's no reason for me to have quick triggers.
Yeah, look.
But just look for what you want in there and find it and pair it up to the Elite controller and then move forward with that.
This the Wu Chain Fallen Feather version, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the analogs, everything works good, man. It's even a little bit smaller for people smaller. I got big hands. And this is the red and black one. I bought this one because I didn't want to use the collectible one, right? So I'm supporting them. This fucking D-pad, trash.
Mm-hmm.
Trash. No matter how I set the triggers up, right, for hairpin triggers, I go on Battlefield, walk in the room, it's like it gives them a fucking warning shot sometimes. Bow! Lemon's here. Now everybody turn around shooting. When I'm trying to air your I see, I went back to my Elite Series 2, my red and black. I'm sorry.
Tegan X, I will say this, like in the chat, it says, why do people need so many controllers? Nobody needs so many controllers, but guess what? You have more than one pair of shoes. You probably have more than one pair of tennis shoes.
You know what? I got more controllers than family members, motherfucker. Fuck it. I do.
If I want something and I like it and I try and
Lemon, you've seen my controller collection.
Facts.
Yeah, it's called an upgrade, and I just showed you the controllers that are on my desk. I have a box full of controllers still in their box and other things that I could use too. But whatever you like, that's what you buy.
Right.
You don't have one pin in your whole entire house. You use pins. Sometimes you might not like how that pen writes, so you have another pen. Sometimes somebody gift you a pen, so you went to the doctor's office and you got another pen. Every controller in my house I did not pay for. Sometimes somebody said, "Hey man,
I did.
check this out. I'm gonna send this controller to you. See what you think about it. There's no need for a lot of stuff.
Yo,
Why
listen,
do you need?
I collect
Why
shit. All right.
Yeah. Why do you need to play? Why do you need to buy every new game that comes out? Why don't you just buy Madden and don't play any other game?
But I'm just saying, listen, man. People like I got Razer controllers. I got the Rikishi with the fucking screen on it, which is I love that controller.
Right.
I love it. But you always listen, I love my series, my Elite Series 2. I love it.
I swore by the Elite Series 3. Everybody knows that.
My problem is
by it.
they're not durable. You know what I use the flap underneath? One of the flaps? Record that. That's what I use. I don't care. I use the hairpin triggers. I wish they made a regular Xbox controller with hairpin triggers. That's all I need. I don't really need all that other shit. Just give me hairpin triggers on the regular Xbox
If
controller.
they do that, it would a lot of folks couldn't justify buying an Elite controller.
And-
That's the only reason why they don't do that.
We're gonna get into this later, but I will be buying both Gears controllers. Both of them. This is what I do. I got 4.
Me too.
I got 4 or 5 collectible PlayStation controllers. I only use one. Because I collect shit. So some people collect things. But listen, man. Bloody, talk
I
about
got
this.
multiple headsets. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
My bad.
Listen, Bloody, man, talk about this controller shit so we can keep it pushing because you know I gotta make a move in a minute. So talk to me.
Nah, here's the thing. Lemon, me and you have been with the Elite controllers since they first came out. I was like, everyone should know that I was very heavy with the Elite controller with the V1 because I had the Gears Elite controller.
Oh, you want me to go get it? You want me to go get it?
Yeah, go grab it real quick. I was like, the fact is, we have been talking about this controller since the beginning because me and you also know Elliot. I was like, for those who don't know who Elliot is, he is the creator of the Elite controller because he was also the head and mind behind the design labs. We met him at E3 in 2019. I was talking to Elliot while we were at the Xbox dinner after E3.
Yo.
Me and him.
Stop the cap. Come on. We couch potatoes. We don't go nowhere.
No, I was like, I talked with Elliot.
Buddy, don't do that.
I was like, no. I was like, because unlike some of these armchair analysts, we actually have pictures and actually we outside. We travel. We spend money. Unlike half these dudes who have to e-bag for bullshit.
Oh.
I was like, and they don't even need it half the time.
Oh, my brother's here. Back from the dead is here.
Yes.
But here's the
I got
thing.
another thing too. For all those people who use back buttons to capture on the menu button, if you just hit it once real quick, it takes a picture. If you hold it down, it records the last 30 seconds or 15
Elites
or
don't
45.
Elites don't have that.
Yeah, no.
Elites don't have that.
The button
I used to do it with my Elite.
No, Elites
like,
don't have that. That's a profile button, bro. Elites don't have no fucking capture button.
Here's the thing. I remember spending an hour and a half. Lemon. I remember spending an hour and a half talking with Elliot about my issues with the Elite V1, about the rubber, about the battery life, about how it has
why mines look like this? Because I don't fucking use it.
Yeah,
it's
I was
dusty.
like,
Matter of fact, it's dusty because I don't use
it.
The
fact is that I spent a lot of time talking to him about what my issues were with the first one, and then when the Elite V2 came out, it fixed a lot of the issues that I mentioned with the V1. So we saw Elliot again in 2019 at E3 again, and I was talking with him, and I said, "You took everything me and you shared that conversation about." And use that as one of the biggest feedbacks to fix everything. And he started laughing because he said, he's like talking to you personally. He's like, you amplified everything that we had seen from the community. And I said, because the fact that I used the controller heavily. And the fact is that after that conversation, he sent me another Elite V1 of Gears the special
I
collection.
remember that. I remember that like it was yesterday. Yes.
I have that still boxed up.
And I said,
because
how did you get that? I remember
because
that.
the fact that
It was on this show.
you
It was
a-
on this show.
you
That's
asked
right.
you asked me how I got a second one because they took what we said personally as a big inspiration
Shout out to
because they see the
Megatron, who
feedback.
introduced me to him.
Yeah.
Shout
I was
out to
like, so the
Megatron.
fact is that
Get down.
I don't believe that picture because there's a lot of features on there that don't make sense that wouldn't be something that they would remove that is, you know, that would make sense. I was like, that D-pad looks awful. I was like, I agree with Scrubs about the paddles, but I also don't like buttons because I don't like the real clicks because for me, I was like on a lot of other things, I don't like the buttons because I get the like mouse clicks, but they're too sensitive for me. I was like, and I'm very heavy-handed sometimes. So I don't like it, right? I don't think they would do something like that. I think it's cool about maybe the switching batteries, but it has to be
Okay, hold on.
It has to make sense.
Listen.
I don't believe it.
No.
That's what I'm saying is that picture.
I don't believe it.
No, that's real. That battery switching.
No, look at that D-pad. They've never had a D-pad look like that. That look like trash.
What I'm saying is that
hold on. Yes.
No. It's my turn to talk.
Bloody. Hold on. Look, Scrub. It's right there. That's the same D-pad. This just got markings from Gears because it's a Gears controller. But
like I said, it's trash.
Yeah, I don't like this circle thing. But it also
I'm
comes
pointing
off.
to the picture off screen, y'all. But that D-pad on the
my
picture
collector's
is trash.
edition. I have my Gears D-pad right here. It is not like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
What are you talking about? It's not like that.
On the pictures that they had, no.
Look at this. It's circular, but it's not no weird X shape that doesn't make sense.
It's like a hexagonal
But son,
inside
so
the
is
circle.
this. You can't really listen. Yet, so is this one. Look,
which is different from that picture. That's what we're saying.
This is circular, but it's circular, but it still has a cross inside and it has the corners.
Yes.
That one looks exactly octagonal.
Hold on. You're both are right with that picture, but Gears, this one came with that also. This is not that one. This is this one.
And that's different than that picture.
No, it is.
Yeah, the other one is just a straight cross. I have it.
Okay, listen, we got to keep going though. We can't sit.
But
there.
what I'm saying is that
bloody. We got to go.
He didn't get to finish. He didn't get to finish.
Y'all talked about other competitors. Let me finish my thought.
Let him finish.
You better hurry up.
I was like, I like how y'all over there talk about GameStar and everyone else on the sun, but as soon as I start talking, you say, hurry the fuck up. No, what I'm saying is those pictures, I don't believe it. I was like, if it's a prototype, maybe it makes sense. But overall, I was like, I don't think that that's the final product. I'm agree with Scrubs is that I ain't going to say anything until I see something official because of the fact that Elliot is one of those people who understands controllers and the needs. I don't think they're going to put out something that looks as shoddy as that. My biggest issue is that they need to improve the way that they do some of the buttons, like the bumpers internally. That little plastic piece in the side and that runs across the middle, I hate that because it's so easily snapped. They need to either go full metal parts or they need to make them two separate independent points instead of sharing a single plastic behind the back of the controller. That is one of my biggest issues because I fixed myself so many controllers before because of breaking bumpers like that. I was like, I have learned the insides of controllers because I've soldered them. I've gotten new pieces. I've replaced them myself.
That's the first thing to go.
They sell them on They sell them on Amazon. I've done it too. I've done it too.
I was like, so that's what I'm saying is that even with the V2, I was like, I've had to fix this internally, that it's still the same plastic piece. That is one of the biggest things I want them to fix. Either make it metal or make it two independent buttons without a shared center little plastic piece, because once that bitch breaks on either side, the bumpers are fucked.
Okay. Especially if you're gonna charge that much.
Exactly that point.
All right, let's keep it pushing. We got a few more topics left, but I'm gonna say this too. For me, fucking fix the rubbers. My rubber's peeling on my fucking Elite right now.
Mine never peeled. But I had button stick.
Yes, my button sticking too. I got mad alcohol.
Sticking,
I be dousing it with.
I was like, yeah, button sticking, yes. Rubber, no. I was like, this is only my second.
Canned air.
I was like, I don't know how many. I was like, I don't know how many controllers y'all gone. This is only my second V2.
I've gone through 3 that I use.
Yeah, no, I used heavily. I was like, this is my second one, and I was like, the only reason I had to
Nah,
get
back.
second
We
one
gonna
because I
fix
actually
those
bust up
rubbers.
the
We gonna
first one.
fix those rubbers. No pause. No Diddy Deluxe Special Edition Baby O
Hey,
Special.
yo.
Hey yo.
Hey, yo.
Listen,
I was like, we don't use rubbers in this bitch. I said what I said.
Bruh.
Okay. Okay. Somebody's not protecting themselves, but okay.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, listen, let's keep it pushing. Let's get into these Gears of War Collector's Editions. And listen, people, I was rushing. I was working today. I did 14 hours of work. I didn't bring up, I had the video, but I didn't. Or did I? I did do it. All right, so I'm going to show y'all also the Wolverine Collector's Edition console and controller, which is dope. But shout out to the dummy that said, oh, they showed Forza Horizon 6 controller, which I ain't really a fan of, and said, oh,
That was trash.
and said,
That controller was trash.
said Xbox ain't doing nothing with PlayStation in terms of controllers, and 2 minutes later, they
Wait,
dropped
the
it.
one that was supposed to be
Hold
like
on.
Japanese themed with the ramen?
Yeah, I ain't
I was
like
like,
that
I
shit.
thought that was
You're
cool.
a Japanese dickhead. You don't count.
I have Forza Horizon 5s as well. Don't even go there, you bitch.
I have 5.
I didn't like
I have
that one
5.
either, and I ain't like that one either. Now what?
I like see-through, so that's why. I was like, those were both cool.
No, that's the yellow one. I got that too. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. That was dope. This new one, nah. But with that being said, don't make me go get that because I got that too. Listen. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that. Anyway, I got that
one.
I got that one too. I got that one too. That see-through one was fine. But this new one with the fuck out of here. You ain't get my money. But these new Gears of War controllers, oh my God. Hold on, wait. I gotta find what I did with it. I don't know what.
Careful, everyone. These new controllers made your boy a little moist over there.
Yeah, it made me moist. My drawers is wet right now.
Oh, damn.
Boy.
Yeah, they wet.
Jeez.
I should have had on Depends. This is crazy. This is crazy. And I'm buying
He's
both.
gonna need to change his
buying
boxes
both.
over there.
I don't need no more controllers. I said I'm not buying no more controllers. You know what I need? I really need both of these and the SpongeBob one. And the
I like the black one.
And the
Yo.
Fortnite one. But give me your quick thoughts, Bloody. Give me your thoughts on the new Gears of War controller. And yes, I have the Wolverine one. I didn't put the video on. I apologize. But which I thought was dope too. But go ahead.
Here's the thing. There's never been a special edition Gears anything that hasn't been phenomenal. These two look so damn good. I was like, every time I always wonder how they're gonna outdo themselves, and they always do. I think out of all of their first party IPs that they make custom controllers for, Gears is the one that is always at the top when it comes to the way that they're designed.
Yeah.
The way that the fact that they do laser engraving and etching and all that shit. I was like, Gears always is the best out of all their special edition controllers.
What about the Xbox console that had the see-through one with the Gears?
Yes.
With the skeleton. You know.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is that
away like a dickhead.
And this is what I'm saying is that Gears always has the best special editions. I was like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I was like, everyone wants to say, Halo's up there. Yeah, sure, Halo is. But I always feel Gears outdoes them every time.
I think Gears outdo Halo.
Yeah, Gears has
and that's what I'm saying is that I was like, without a doubt, I'm buying both of them because one,
I'm buying both.
I was like, I'm a mega gearhead, right? I was like, that's no doubt. But the fact is that Gears has never released anything that I didn't love between their controllers, between their consoles, between the clothes that they do, the special editions,
look, even this one, it has a laser, and this is an elite one. This has laser scratch marks.
Yeah, I was like
it was crazy.
Yeah, the Gears 4, the Elite V1, yeah, that's what I'm saying is that Gears is always the best out of all of their special editions.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna buy both. I was like, I don't care. Both of them I'm getting. And I was like, and they're going up on my shelf. I was like, maybe I'll probably buy a second one because I want one to use because I can.
Ooh,
Nah, I like the black with the red cog and face in the middle. I'm not the biggest fan with the ones with the lancers on it. I don't like the Lancer one that much.
I like the Lancer one because it's supposed to be based on the fucking the insane symbol. Same whenever they had the Call of Duty.
I got Lancers,
but I was like,
here.
I agree with you that the one that has just the Crimson Omen with the laser etched cracks is absolutely
and it got the cog on the cog tag on the back of it.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
that
I love
one.
that. Yeah, I like that one
one's
too.
for me.
But I was like, but I like the other one because I get it's supposed to be based on the insanity achievement, as well as the fact that that's also the same logo that they use for the Gears League.
Right.
And especially with the fact that they have the Xbox logo perfectly in the center of the skull, it's so well placed. But the fact is that both of them just look phenomenal, easily amazing.
Yo, listen, we real Gears fans in here. We got Lancers.
I'm just telling everyone, I was like, within the next 3 months, y'all are gonna see me with my Gears tattoo finally. I'm just saying. I was like, I can't wait to show it off.
We got in here. We got Gears of War drones. I got that too.
Oh, I got the drone too. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Did you also get the collector's edition with JD on his motorcycle?
Don't disrespect me.
I'm just asking. I have to show that we ain't frauds out here.
Yeah, listen, do you remember I gave away the gold one like this at E3 when I couldn't take? I didn't want to take it on the plane. Had to pay for that fee, so I gave it to somebody. I had the gold Lancer, the gold.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Shout out to Microsoft for taking care of brother. You know what I'm saying?
Music said, "Welcome to men and their controllers." You just lucky that all my controllers are downstairs, and it's too much to go back up and down the stairs.
My collection is right around me. Show and tell. Me too, motherfucker. But listen, man, we gotta keep it pushing, man. Hold on. Oh, this is kind of big news. I wanted to talk about this. Let's talk about this, man. We know Call of Duty coming. Me and
I was wondering when you was gonna bring it up. Lord of mercy. I was gonna quit the show if you wasn't gonna bring it up.
Shout out to my brother Scrub, man. You know we are Call of Duty connoisseurs. I'm gonna say this for the record. Shout out to Microsoft, man, because you know the ABK deal, they did a lot of promises, right? They did a lot of promises. Cyber Gunner was good. Yeah, me too, bro. I'm gonna be unboxing on the channel. You know how we do in these streets. Hold on, let me get that up the screen. But I'm gonna say this for the record. Call of Duty beta is hitting the Switch too. Y'all heard it. Call of Duty beta will be on the Switch too. Now, everybody is gonna be tuned in to see the performance on a cartridge. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be one of the first cartridges to be the cartridge with the game have to be downloaded from the internet, or will it be on the cartridge?
It's gonna be too big.
That's what I'm wondering. And the tech head that I am, I'm like, shit. Call of Duty is touching almost 200 gigs. The cartridge would be like $300 today because of the RAM shortage.
Well, don't forget too is that the reason it's 200. The reason it's 200 gigs is because of the fact that you had the Call of Duty app, right? That acts as the hub, and then you download all the other individual games.
Is a Switch 2? Let's see.
$500.
Yeah, $500. But listen, let me finish. So, I'm gonna go to you, Bloody, because you're not really the Call of Duty corner, so I'm gonna go to him last. But how you feeling about? Are you impressed with Microsoft's performance to get this out on the Switch 2 in time for the beta? Talk to me, little brother.
Hey, I was like, I may not be as big of a connoisseur as y'all, but y'all act like I don't get down when it comes to Call of Duty.
See, stop taking off everything. Your thing is Japanese shit.
No,
You're not
I'm not
a
saying.
Call of Duty connoisseur. You're not even.
I did not. Hang on. I did not.
A
No.
novice compared to me. And
Oh,
fucking
don't. I am no
you
novice.
Play it. No, you're a novice. You're a novice. You're a novice. We're not doing this.
No,
we're
no,
not doing
we're
this.
You saying that
We're
I've
not
never
doing
played
this.
the Call of Duty?
No,
That's
that-
what you
that
mean
ain't-
by
no,
novice.
no.
I
That
was
means
like,
you're a
all right, so
regular.
watch your. I was
No.
like, I'm a veteran, not a
No,
connoisseur.
you're
There's a
not,
difference.
You're not. And yo, Chad, I'm gonna tell y'all something crazy. We was streaming live. This dude is not a Call of Duty dude. He plays a lot of hardcore games that none of us in here could fucking touch. But you're not gonna act like you the jack of all trades when it comes to Call of Duty. I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm not.
No, wait. You're gonna wait. We are streaming. We're having a game night Sunday. We got about 20-some people in there playing with us. We got about 80 people watching. This motherfucker don't know if he going to come in Call of Duty. He's screaming, "Help me!" He's going crazy. Yo, you see, that's why I don't be playing this. He's going crazy. I said, "Bloody, calm down. I got you." No, let me. You don't understand. I'm shooting this guy and he doesn't die. Right? We're live. I said, "Bloody, man, this is not one of the games you play like that." "No, I do." No, you don't. Now, I know everybody want to get up here and act like they play everything. They the jack of all trades. He plays every genre. That don't mean you're good at it.
No,
That's
no,
not a
don't
discredit,
this.
though.
No,
That's
no.
not a discredit.
I was like that.
That's
Here's
not
the
a
thing.
discredit. I'm not. Yo, listen.
No,
Listen,
I know you're not discredited, but you're making it seem like I don't play multiplayer to Call of Duty at all.
That is not what I
said.
said.
I was like, the thing is, I don't play it all. No, that is the way you're making it seem. I was like, and I told you, and I made it very clear on multiple shows, is that yes, I don't play it every day or every week like y'all.
You're not good
but
at
it
it.
takes me a couple.
You're not good at it.
What are you talking about? It takes me a couple games to get into my swing because y'all also play. Y'all play regular. I'm used to playing hardcore. There's a difference.
I play hardcore all the time. That's all I like to play. Scrub don't like to play hardcore. I play hardcore all day.
I used to be only hardcore, but then when I had to play alone with other folks, I had to
only
switch.
hardcore.
So I can play. I can play either one.
But listen, Bloody, this is not a slight to you because you're not good at it. I'm not a Gears murderer. I know how to play Gears as a team. I could dominate Battlefield and Call of Duty, which is very hard to do Battlefield because there's so many people. But people have watched my stream in Battlefield and said, "Yo, Lemon is fucking nice as fuck." Yes, I am. I'm nice as fuck. I'm nice as fuck in 2K. I know what I'm nice in. Halo, I'll smoke the whole country. I know I'm nice. Gears, I'm not like that. But you gotta say it. You can say it with me. I'm not that good in Call of Duty. It's okay.
I didn't say that I was good, but I'm not. Right, but I'm saying I ain't no novice. No, but I'm saying I'm not a novice.
Yes,
no, I am not.
Nah, don't call him a novice. Don't call him a novice. You just messing with him now. You being messy.
No, I'm not.
You being messy.
He was streaming.
I was like, when
was
screaming. I have played many of times where I've been top of the board. I was like, I've sent you pictures where I go 20 and up.
Not with me. Are you crazy?
I was like, there's a game that I had with Scrubs. And I was like, look, Scrubs, I'm actually at the top of the board. He's like, oh shit, you had a good game. I was like, but I'm usually at the top behind y'all.
Listen.
I was like, I'm not bad.
No. I don't believe you.
No,
Fuck that. Nah.
He did. He did.
Nah, I don't believe you, Scrub. That's that kumbaya shit. He's on the panel. That's your boy. I got it. Yeah, all right. That's listen. Yeah, all right. Listen, we don't keep going, man. Because
no disrespect.
No, it's not disrespect, nigga. You're not good.
Hey, no M-bombs. No M-bombs.
Yeah. Ninja, you're not good.
Let him get his bar. Finish what you were saying.
You my Boricua over there, but I don't say that I'm good, but I'm not bad.
I didn't say you was bad. You're just not good.
When you say novice, you're saying that I don't know shit. That's what I'm saying.
Means you're regular.
No, novice means you don't know shit.
Nah,
that's like you brand new to it.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why I said I'm a veteran, but I'm not a connoisseur like
veteran.
y'all.
You just been playing Call of Duty for a long time. It's like, look, Shout out
That's
to
a
that. Shout out to
veteran.
that punk ass 100. Yo,
that's
shout
a
out,
veteran, not a
look,
connoisseur.
Look. Shout out to that punk ass 100. He loves Halo, but he ain't good at it. He loves it.
So he's a veteran.
He's really not. Yo, what's up,
Bruh.
Ultra Dark Slayer? Viva la pendejo!
This.
Yo,
We're
listen.
not doing this.
Yo, listen, I got my vatos in the chat right now. You better watch your mouth talking crazy. You know
And I'm gonna get my bottles to run up on you. I was like, you ain't the only one.
Yo, listen, man. We gotta keep it pushing, man. We gotta keep. Yo, listen.
Xbox record that.
Xbox record that. That's awesome. That's the quote of the
Listen,
day. That's the quote of the day. Xbox record that.
Yo,
That's
listen.
awesome.
So, how you feeling about it hitting the Switch, and what do you anticipate with the community with the reception of it hitting the Switch? That's the key.
The thing about it is that if the fact that they're able to get it working by the time of the beta, that's going to be cool. The performance is what's going to be the interesting point, is because we know how the Switch and everything else has performed with the last Gears or with the last Call of Duties and everything else.
The Switch.
So it's going to be a case.
Gears.
The Switch. No, I said COD.
Oh! I thought you said Gears,
like,
but okay.
No,
Yeah,
said
no.
God. He said God.
Yeah, I was like, so we know what the past performances with the other Call of Duties have been. So it's a fact of, is it going to be just like that? Is it going to be a cloud only version, or how are they going to pull it off? So I'm interested to see what we're going to see come the beta. I was like, we got another month or so before it comes out.
No, it's this month.
We'll see.
It's this month.
Is it this month?
Yeah.
No.
August 23rd.
The beta, yeah.
The
The
beta.
beta.
The beta.
That's what I'm saying. The beta.
But
like,
it comes out the second week of the beta, not the first week.
Okay, either way, I'm just curious. And I hopefully being that we have Game Pass, we have I'm not gonna buy it, I'm not gonna pre-order it over there to get it. I want to see how they're gonna do that. Orderly, homie, orderly. Yeah, that's my Puerto Rican side, even though that's
¿Qué onda, wey?
yeah. We got some Spanish in here. We got some Sazón players.
What did it say? Órale, canal, vatos locos ese.
Yo, Scrub, yeah. Because I was listening to this fool. Talk to me, Scrub.
Like y'all know, I tell y'all all the time, I don't buy handhelds because I don't have time.
You're not going to disrespect the Switch and call it a handheld. We are not doing that.
It is a mobile console, sir.
There you go. Excuse me, mobile console.
There you go.
A console you can hold in your hand. There you go. Because here's the thing. If I got my PC or even my console, why would I play it on the Switch connected to a TV? Because I got two versions of it that's better. So I would only get this. Am I lying? Where to lie?
No.
You just stopped me when I started lying.
Because that's messy,
Yeah.
but good. Switch people
Nah,
gonna
that's
come
just
for you. They
true.
gonna be West
The
Side
truth
Story
hurt.
your ass. Let's go.
But when I saw that, I was like, man, maybe I should get a Switch too. This might be the only game I get that in Mario Kart. But I was like, should I get a Switch too? If it's gonna have Call of Duty for the one time I'm in a hotel for like 2 hours and I'm not doing something. But even then, for $450, not counting the game, it's just not worth it.
It's not.
It's just not worth it. But I definitely am interested to see how it will work. What's the quality of it be? So I'm gonna keep my eye out on the Twitter Spaces, on YouTube or whatever, because since it's coming to Switch, people are going to make videos of how good or bad it works on there. If there's any latency, different things. So I'm definitely, and there's no way that game's on the cartridge. There's no way.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Unless the compression is crazy, which is gonna add to loading.
The performance.
I don't want to go too technical, but compression methods today is amazing. But to fit that into a 64 gig cartridge is crazy.
Maybe what they're gonna do is
Half
you
and
can
half?
get
Half
a
and half?
good portion. Yeah, exactly what I was gonna
they
say.
might do
Good
half-half.
portion of the game on there, and then you can stream or download the rest of it on there. But
let me tell
I'm
you
interested.
this. Let me tell you this, Scrub. I had to buy what game? Oh, Star Fox digitally on Switch because Amazon for some reason they couldn't get their fucking orders out for Star Fox, which is a great game, by the way. It's a great remake. People that don't talk about it, but I'm gonna say it's a great remake. But I'm gonna say this: the Switch ain't got a lot of internal RAM, and if you ain't got one of those micro SD cards express, running to spend almost $200-$300, because you can't use anything slower than the micro SD card express. It doesn't have that much RAM, so they might do a 50-50, but it's gonna be a lot, man. And I'm really, as a tech head, I'm very much interested. I'm going forget the Digital Foundry dudes. I'm gonna give y'all what it is. But listen, man, we gotta keep going, man. I want to talk about this, man. This is crazy. Now, IGN, don't ever get it twisted. I am way more of a gamer than any of them young bucks over there that be talking crazy. But look, we finally played Insomniac's upcoming Wolverine game for PS5 and found it to be incredible fun. But so far, not quite a superhero game revelation that Spider-Man was. Full impressions. Now, IGN is notorious for kissing Sony ass. Even the Xbox portion of the show is notorious for kissing Sony ass. But I'm gonna say this for the record. I don't value IGN's opinion. And I have watched a lot of videos displaying Wolverine in this game. And being that Wolverine is my favorite X-Men character, I don't like what I see. It's because he's basically a generic character. He's definitely the lower tier of the X-Men. And you would need a cast of characters carrying him, because all he could do is hack and slash. He don't have no real abilities, but healing factor. So I wasn't really excited for the game. I do like what I saw, but I don't trust IGN, right? This is like saying, is it mid?
What?
Yeah.
You don't trust IGN? Why would you say that?
It's like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
it's like, is it mid? Is it a double A? Is it triple A? So I told P Lump on his show yesterday, I said, oh, it's definitely a triple A title because they had to give up a triple A budget to Marvel. There ain't no way you getting this motherfucking character without paying $1. But I want to get your opinion. Let's go to Bloody first. Bloody, man, how you feeling about what you seen from Wolverine? And was you impressed? What's your opinions? Talk to me.
Does it look pretty? Yes. Does it look cool? Yes. Does it look like the action is going to be fun? Yes. Outside of that, I don't know. And that's the problem, is that right now, with it being getting as close as it should be, we should have more. And I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. Wolverine's a badass character. He always has. But most of the time, what carries his stories is that he has a great supporting cast.
Yes.
Whether that's another X-Men or a great villain to run off of. I was
Jean
like,
Grey.
right now, Jean Grey, he's had great stories with. Even Scott, I was like, AKA Cyclops, he's had great stories with. He's had a hell of a run with the Wolverine and Deadpool stories. I was like, he had his, I mean, hell, everyone knows the story with him and Weapon X, of course. So all of them, I was like, of course, he's had a great storyline with Hulk and everything else. Obviously, his ongoing rivalry with Wolverine. The thing is, there's so much about this game that we don't know.
Me,
That
Sabretooth.
we don't
His
know.
rivalry with Sabretooth.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is that there's nothing solidifying that right now. There's still so much of the story we don't know how it's gonna go. I was like, so I have mixed feelings. While it looks cool, it looks pretty, it looks like it's gonna feel great story-wise, which is always the biggest thing, especially in a single player game. How's it going to carry? I was like, it doesn't need to be revolutionary like Spider-Man. And even with Spider-Man, it wasn't that revolutionary in the aspect of
it's just another open world game. It was a great superhero game.
Right,
That is
right,
definitely
right,
without a
right,
doubt.
right.
But it didn't break ground in any other aspect. But the thing that also helps Spider-Man is that, again, even though he himself is a great character by himself, he had a great supporting
Yeah,
cast.
facts.
We had Mary Jane. Obviously, we had Miles Morales. I was like, we had the entire Sinister Six, you know, from Mr. Negative and everything else. There was a great villain cast to play off of as well. I was like, and you had a great supporting cast of characters that were helping. Wolverine absolutely needs that.
Kingpin from the beginning,
Kingpin
jumped it off right. First Spider-Man.
Yeah, and the thing is that Spider-Man by himself can carry without any of that. He doesn't need it. Wolverine does not have that. And that's not to put down Wolverine as a character.
No.
I was like, the fact is that he himself is not as in depth and flawed as Spider-Man is, because of the fact that you think Spider-Man is a teenager who we see as a young adult who has a lot of those issues while being caught in basically cosmic conflicts. Wolverine is a 250-year-old Canadian who's been through everything, that at this point in his life is so stunted and numb to everything that it makes him harder to really get a feel for without someone to play off of. And that's what I don't think people understand or are getting. And that's what I'm not feeling, is that I need more on the story, not the action. I was like, if you can, all you have to do is make a great action game that makes me feel like a feral beast to feel like Wolverine. That's all you have to do. I don't need that. I need to know what the story is that make me feel invested in it, right? And that's my only concern. And IGN did not touch on any of that to make me feel. I was like, enough of the trailers and everything else. Lets me know it's gonna be a kick-ass game. I just need the story to know if I'm going to be invested in it as a day one, or am I going to wait, 3 to 6 months before I get it if it's on sale.
Right. Okay. Scrub, talk to me, man. How you feeling about Wolverine, man? IGN is trying to play the gray area.
Well, the more I see, the more it's like I start going from hell yeah to I don't want to spend $900 for one game.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not going to PC.
Facts.
And the thing about it is, the more I see the game, it looks like Spider-Man with claws that can't fly through the air. And some people might not like that, but that's the fact. Like the movement, a lot of the different things that he goes through, just how he walks through on the ground, jumping down on enemies. It reminds me of Spider-Man with a Wolverine skin on it, but he can't shoot webs.
Okay.
And it makes me not sad. I know it's Insomniac, so yeah, they might use some assets and say we can use this to put the game out.
Some great cutscenes, right?
Yeah, to make the game go faster so we can get it out. But the more I see, it's a quick loop. With Spider-Man, you could search the city, you could go chase the birds, you could go go chase down cops and robbers.
Save people, right.
Yeah, and get across the city real quick. With Wolverine, all you can do is run or jump or ride a car to get to anywhere, because even with his healing factor, his claws, his jumping abilities, his speed, he still is closer to a human as far as movement than like someone like Spider-Man or a different superhero. So the story has to be phenomenal to make me go, oh God, this is great. And right now, what I've seen right now, it just doesn't move me to say that this Wolverine game is going to be the bomb. And before, when we just showed a beer in the bar in that hand with the claws out, I was like, it's on. But it seems like the more it goes, it's just like,
it lost a little bit of legs. I gotta agree with y'all. But listen, man, we gotta keep it pushing, man. let's touch on this very shortly. Microsoft Next Gen look like they doing this. They look like they're going backwards compatibility with Helix. Thoughts, Bloody, Scrub, let's go.
They should continue the backwards compatibility. That's what's making them stand out. I was like, the fact that they're going to continue supporting discs means that they're supporting the continued emulation software, which is a great thing. We know that they've talked about supposedly that there's going to be that digital to physical license transfer, so that way if you have a physical disc, you can get it digitally. I was like, I love it. I was like, I hope that they continue to support that, if that is something that they plan to do, because it'll make them as a standout compared to everyone else on the market.
Okay. Talk to me, Scrub.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm looking at is, I know they're doing the physical to digital. I just don't really feel like they're going to have a disk drive in there.
On
So
a Helix?
yeah, I'm not sure. Until we see something, I would like to think they would, especially if this is supposed to be a hybrid system.
Okay.
I would like to think, but at the same time, most people don't have a Blu-ray drive or disk drive in their PC or their laptops. I mean, I have one that's secondary to my laptop because sometimes I have to read charts and some other stuff, but most people don't need them anymore. So it'll be interesting to see if they have a disk drive. That'll really show me that they are really hardcore set on, yes, we are about back compatibility. Because there are going to be a lot of people who don't want to go through the hassle of taking a disc and making it be digital to play it again, when it's just so much easier for somebody to just pop in the drive and keep playing. So
Well,
I'm
that's what
interested to see. Go
that's the
ahead.
way that's gonna work. Is that you take the physical disc, you put it in the drive, it scans the disc for the license key, and then it attributes it to your console. So then that way you can install it digitally, and you don't need to keep putting in the disc. That's the way that I've seen the way that the program, or the way that they're working on it to work. And then that way, if you give the disc to someone else or it's using a different console, it'll then transfer the license to that console or that
See,
account that's
okay.
using it.
Because see, I was assuming that when you're going physical to digital, you had to have a system that is at least the series or the one, and then put it in those drives and go to digital, versus
No.
the new system having a
This,
disc drive in
you
it.
put your disk drive, you put it in your disk drive, it attaches to your account digitally. And
Okay, then.
and gets the
Well,
okay.
then,
Yeah,
if they have a drive in this new one, then hey, to me, I think that's great, and that'll be perfect. And I love to see how it works out, because there's no sense of staying with a system this long, Sony PlayStation, and then you get a new one, and now you can't play like 100 games or 200 games anymore. That's the only
Right.
reason why Call of Duty, Black Ops 1 and 2 went back to PlayStation, because you can't play it on anything past a 3.
Shout out to
You
that
can't.
11.8 million sold. And dude's like, you know what? They ain't even give it to y'all guys, and y'all guys, this is your company. Because we have
they say we got an inferior product.
Hold on. Because we have back compat dummies.
Right.
Yep.
But
Back
I wouldn't
compat.
even play it anyway, because there's a lot of hackers in there. They can get into your system.
I mean,
so
they could do whatever
yeah.
they want, but I'm just saying you had to buy it. We didn't. How about that?
That's right. That's correct. You have to buy it
That's-
twice.
You're right. Talk that shit.
Twice.
Talk that shit. Anyway, let's keep it pushing, man. We down to the last two topics. This is a topic. Yo, these little puppies. Never mind. Listen, man. Cybersecurity is important.
Facts.
SteamOS on Linux is trash. That's why they don't have multiplayer, and nobody talks about it. Motherfuckers try to play Token fighters and couldn't on Steam machines and Steam decks, but these fake ass content creators promote this to you like it's the end all be all. So now, once again, another company has been hacked. Valve has been cyber attacked in UK, and they stole plenty of people information. Talk to me. How y'all feeling about that?
It is sad. And I'm sorry, go ahead, Blake.
No, go.
Because here's the thing, a lot of these companies use shortcuts to be able to get stuff done, and it's not technically their fault. A lot of people use third party companies to do processing, to do emails and all that stuff to make sure these sales get done. And when you have to rely on somebody that's third party to get processing done, sales and different things of that nature, and that third party processor makes a mistake, it just leads right into your system and there's nothing you do. It screws up for everybody. So I hate for the people that they claim, which a lot of companies will say, well, no Steam sign-ins were taken, no this, that, but they at least have your email and they probably have your address because it was the stuff that you're shipping address. So they know email and where you live. So folks, if they're smart enough, can try to hack and get more data from you. I just hate that it happens. But when these different companies, you safeguard two-factor authentication with the company that you're trying to buy from, but then when they use a third party to do something else and they're not safe, all that stuff you did to try to protect yourself, you get screwed in the end.
Facts. Bloody, touch on this so we can move to the last topic. It's real short
It,
too.
the thing about it, man, is that this sucks because of the fact that you would think a company that's so PC centric, so well known about being anti-hacker, anti all this, I was like, to have an event like this and happen to them is completely disheartening because you would think that Steam has always been very much supportive of it, like, hey, we'll help protect your accounts. If anything happens, we do all that we can to make sure we get it back for you, all this, that, and the third. I was like, but for them to themselves be hacked and to have your information taken, yeah, it's not like a certain company that has had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 hacks that have lost credit information. But I digress. You would think that they would have been more prepared or, more secure instead of what happened. I was like, yeah, it's only in the UK on their subsidiary side and it's all to the UK people. And yeah, they have a lot more information protection laws out there. But the fact is that it still happened on the level that it did. And that's completely unfortunate. And hopefully, the people that are affected, take the opportunity to be proactive to protect themselves in case anything does happen going forward.
Okay. Last topic, quick and short, easy. Blizzard's on fire. Top earner with the ABK deal. Top earner. How you feeling about Blizzard being a top earner after being purchased from Microsoft? Bloody, take it out.
I mean, it's Blizzard. Was there really any doubt? I was like, between the fact of that they have
I'm gonna say this for the record.
Overwatch.
I'm not saying it was doubt. All I'm saying is nobody can say they knew that they would be the top earner. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no, I get that because you think Activision, Call of Duty, they're the big ones. I was like, but the fact is that Blizzard is Overwatch. Blizzard is
Diablo.
Heroes of the Storm.
Diablo.
Diablo.
And
Yes,
there's another
Diablo.
one
World of Warcraft.
I was about to say World of Warcraft. I was like, the fact is that they were easily going to be one of the top earners. I was like, yeah, Call of Duty is great, but it's still a single game that's on a yearly annual basis.
No, it's a $1 billion franchise. Hold on.
But the fact is that they're not continuous revenues like WoW is, with the fact that it's monthly subscription for an MMO.
Yeah.
I was like, and you still have the internal market and everything else. Overwatch, I was like, just like Call of Duty has skins and everything else, but the fact is that they're an ongoing one that has seasons like every 2 months, so they're pumping out stuff faster than Call of Duty is. I was like, so the fact is that there was more continuous revenue on their side compared to Activision. Not that Activision doesn't have continuous revenue. I was like, so honestly, it's not that surprising.
Okay. Touch on this, man, before we do our outros. First of all, before we go to the classic, man. Pull up your wife, he'll steal her, man. Classic, man. Shout out to my boy Scrub. But let me shout out to the chat, man. Without y'all, there's no us, man. Y'all been absolutely amazing. The chat was litty lit tonight. The interaction was crazy. Bold Apple, if you feel better that we had the show, because I see you were so involved in the chat. I know you want to be here, and I appreciate you. I love it. Because he's like, Lemon, that's your word. You didn't have a show, and that's your word. I'm sorry, bro. In the summertime, if you was here last year, which you wasn't, but if you was here for the last 8 years, you would know summertime we take a little bit of time off because dudes are doing other things. Shout out to the chat, man. We outside. And I always shout out to Furious Legacy Gaming in the chat. But I always, like I said, whenever I say, yo, I'm not doing a show next week, like I might not do a show next week because I really have something to do that is detrimental to my community. I don't play with little boys. That's gay.
Hey, yo, whoa.
I don't know where you going with that,
Hey, yo,
alpha
what the
wolf.
fuck?
Right. But I'm just saying, I enjoy doing podcasting. I enjoy being here. We enjoy being here. You know what I'm saying? I always brag on how long it took me to recruit Scrub Nurse.
Always getting blamed. Always getting blamed.
Because I thought my dude had the talent to be here, and he brings something good to the table. And of course, Bloody is definitely warranted. He's the foundation of this shit. But we do not like taking weeks off. We don't. But you know, when you doing positive things in every area, I'm not just taking off to go home to just go home and go to sleep. I'm taking off because, thank you, Becca. We be doing things. You know, my boy a rock star. Be careful. Your wife might need that autograph.
Bruh.
But listen, man, great show, great community. Scrub to the mother nurse, aka travel nurse, aka take your life, take a wife. Yeah, Mr. AR-15 himself. 30-30 special.
38 special.
Yeah, no, 30-30 is bigger. No Diddy. Tell them where they can find you, what you got coming up next, bro. Always a pleasure having you back. You was missed all summer, but I know you're a rock star.
Oh yeah. Definitely glad to be back. Y'all can find me at my socials. You can go to Twitter, look up Scrub Nurse with number 3 behind it, and that has everything on there. Just be looking out. I'll have my YouTube channel. I'll be streaming when Call of Duty beta comes out. So definitely look at that. I just put in the chat my last stream that I put on there where I was helping a friend get some camos for her guns, and I was going crazy on these folks. Did I drop a nuke? I might have, might not. I don't know. You might need to check it out. But it had some fun. So I appreciate everybody and everybody who's watching on the back end. We appreciate it. And I'll see y'all on the next go round.
And this is why I was distracted. This is why. Goddamn bastards pulling wires. Who want these two little tricks? Anyway, Bloody, always a pleasure, man. It's amazing to have you here. My boy Bloody's on the road. He's still podcasting, even though we hear all his backgrounds and everything. But the Satan Rings is the king, baby. How Hill Boots, talk that ish. Where they can find you, what you got coming in next, and will you be streaming while you out of town?
You already know what it is. It's your boy Bloody Nux, aka the Gothic Gamer, as well as the Mad Dragon of the Xbox community here. I was like, yes, I am going to be streaming. I finally got the mobile setup going here. So do be looking out over the weekend. I was like, maybe tonight, hopefully. I was like, if Scrub's up for it, we'll be doing some of the horde mode in Gears. I got that so that way y'all can see some of the stuff that we're going to be doing. And then as well as tomorrow or sometime this coming up week, I will be playing the new Beast of Reincarnation coming over from the Nintendo Studio Game Freak. So do be checking that out. I do got some stuff that I'm going to be doing. Of course, all the new games that are going to be coming up. I was like, as soon as I have some time, I'm going to be keeping doing stuff going on for y'all. I won't be doing my usual 5 a week that I do for y'all, but maybe about 2 to 3 streams while I'm
Will you be
working
eating
on the
some
road.
barbecue scorpions? Let's talk about that.
Well, for those who don't know, it is your boy's birthday in 2 months.
Yeah.
So
Whoa,
you already know.
Whoa. 2 months. Hold on. You got to back up. We don't talk about that. We don't need a 30
I was
day.
like,
we don't need a 30-day window, not a 60.
oh, I'll give a 30-day window, but come
wildin'.
October time, I was like, we gonna be popping off. We gonna be doing all sorts of shit. I was like, so the Scorpions may make a return. I was like, I don't know. We'll see. So I was like, but seriously, I do appreciate y'all. I was like, y'all can find me over on Twitch and here on my YouTube channel, all at Bloody Nuts, KNUX, of course. I was like, and then anywhere else around, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I was like, please support. I was like, it's been a long time regrowing everything after so many setbacks, but I was like, you guys make it all worth it. So I appreciate y'all.
Yes, son. You already know. We tell you to bring your name and bring your game and not your sorry ass name. You already know what we do, man. It's One Way Dragons TV. It's the Dragons Den. We look forward to spending time with y'all every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was 7 because I work, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You already know what we do here. We bring you good information, good gaming news, and sometimes opinions. But what we definitely try to do is support the community with real facts, no matter the platform, no matter what you choose to play on. We are here for you on all levels. And my dog Oreo is lacking attention. That's why he's crying. But you know what? I appreciate everybody. Shut up. He crying because the puppies is by me. He's a big-ass pit bull. He a baby. But listen, man, we'll see y'all next week. I appreciate everybody. Shout out to everybody that turned out. And let me tell you what's crazy. Even when people comment, when they rewatch later or they watch later, I hit everybody in the comments, man. I'm so humbled to have so many people pay us attention, give us props. I seen last week, they was giving Bloody and Scrub mad respect in the chat. And I appreciate that. My team, we definitely try to make it entertaining and positives, right? We try to definitely keep y'all focused and keep our focus, because without y'all, there's no us, man. So we'll see you next week. I appreciate everybody, man. And stay safe out there. You know your boy Lim about to stroke these streets. Stay tuned for them pictures on Twitter.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Also, I thank everyone for the positive vibes for Akuma. I'll be sure to pass it on. I was like, she misses y'all. She said she couldn't be here, but she appreciates all the support.
That's right.
Her name is Queen Earl right now because she's in the crib earling. Shout out to y'all. See y'all later, man. Appreciate y'all later. Peace out. Enjoy that outro. Outro!